Nick Freno brings new meaning to the term Hall Pass. Friday at 8:30 on Channel 43.
Thought they were the only way to fight stains. But there's something with power that hits stains like a hammer. Power that cuts stains like a knife. It's not a pre-treater. It's new Ultra Era. Now so powerful, you actually use less. This pre-treater can't beat this stain even with detergent. But watch Era cut through with just a spray of water. For power that comes on like thunder. It's Ultra Era, the power tool for stains.
Nintendo GameCube Fire Emblem 総演の奇跡
Use the duck more. Make the duck the duck is the second star in this film, that neurotic. I love him. Number 3 in the series, Ferdinand.
Okay.
Okay, next film. And our next film is Home Fries, an engaging romantic comedy starring Drew Barrymore as an expectant mother who works at a fast food restaurant called Burger-Matic. One night, while tending the drive-through lane, she hears some radio interference on her headphones. Two brothers, well played by Luke Wilson and Jake Busey, have made a tragic attempt to frighten their cheating stepfather. Now they fear that Barrymore has learned through the headphones of their deadly deed. So they visit her at Burger-Matic to scope things out.
Oh, these. You know, they are a real time saver. Saves a lot of running around.
I bet you sometimes catch a little interference on them, huh?
Shoot, you should have heard the cheddar last night.
The more practical brother, played by Wilson, takes a job at the Burger-Matic to see if he can find out what Barrymore knows. But eventually, and predictably, he falls in love with her.
How come you never asked me why I need a Lamaze partner or about the father of my baby?
Yesterday, I swear to God, it was a touchy subject, so
Home Fries gets delightfully complicated as the identity of the father of the baby Barrymore is carrying is revealed to her new boyfriend. Still, he tries to make their unusual relationship work.
I'm the stepbrother, and I'm also the father's stepson, so but I'd like to be the father to be.
You can't be the father and the brother at the same time. That's the kind of thing that messes kids up.
The power of this picture has to do first with its truly offbeat storyline, including the intense way the brothers attack their stepfather and the relaxed romance over a deep fryer between Barrymore and a fresh new face, Luke Wilson. Home Fries doesn't try to be a major motion picture, but it's an appealing one nonetheless.
You know, I had an interesting history with this movie. I saw it at the Toronto Film Festival.
You only get an ooh with Thai food.
Show for a renegade group of beast machines.
You can teach an old ape new tricks.
With a whole new look. Check this out. And a whole new attitude. I am transformed. Transform your...
Nowadays, more families than ever before are saving their good times in movies. And now Kodak has made showing your movies even easier with the new Brownie automatic movie projectors. They thread themselves automatically. Watch. Right onto the take-up reel. These youngsters can enjoy their holiday in the big city in action and color automatically. With this model, you can stop the action or reverse it like this. For crowd-pleasing comedy effects. This model shows a whole half hour of movies without interruption. This one weighs less than a telephone. But don't let that compact size fool you. It shows your movies sharp and clear. Prices start at less than $55 or as little as $6 down at most dealers. A Brownie projector makes an ideal gift, and the name Kodak means it's the finest you can give.
Hey, tempt your tummy?
that now, B? I'm missing my boat.
Yeah, but wait. Honey Nut Cheerios blend sweet golden honey with a crunch that's kind of nutty.
Did you say honey and nuts?
Part of your complete breakfast.
Excellent.
Gotta be shoving off.
It's a honey almond oat. It's a honey nut Cheerio.
Without home-ground coffee. Before long, home-ground taste is forgotten. But not forever. January 15, 1969, freeze-dried Sanko brand coffee is introduced. The beans are ground, then fresh perked and freeze-dried.
Milk it does.
Milk does body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on.
Check it out.
It's so cool for hanging out.
It helps you grow up big and tall.
It's good for teeth.
And that's not all.
It does. Hey, Mr. Moo, what do you say?
Fresh moo juice makes my day. Milk. It does the body good. Pass it on.
Milk it does.
Milk it does a body.
Milk it does a body good.
Pass it on. Pass it on.
Introducing the Shakey's Pizza Keeper. It helps keep our pizza hot and fresh, even if it takes you a little while to get home.
Visual wonderlands, intriguing tales, spellbinding epics. The world's best anime is on Anime Unleashed. Weeknights at 1 a.m. Eastern, only on Tech TV.
He is named Ghost, and the ghost in the title belongs to Patrick Swayze, an investment executive who has just moved into a new apartment with his girlfriend, Demi Moore, when he is killed one night by a mugger. His ghost stays on the scene, however, and discovers that he wasn't a victim of random violence. He was murdered. The ghost uses a psychic, played by Whoopi Goldberg, in an attempt to communicate this idea to Demi Moore, but at first Moore remains completely unconvinced.
It says he loves you. Sam would never say that.
Ditto, tell her ditto.
That was ditto. Ditto.
Swayze grows alarmed when Moore disregards his warning, so he keeps tabs on her, and here he eavesdrops on her conversation with another investment executive, played by Tony Goldwyn.
How could you believe some fortune teller from Brooklyn who just shows up at your door?
I sat there and watched her have a conversation with him.
Oh, bye, Mom.
The ironic thing is that Whoopi Goldberg has always thought she was a fake psychic, and now that she's real, she can't get anyone to believe her.
Why did he come back?
I don't know.
Why is he still here?
He's stuck, that's what it is. He's in between worlds. You know, it happens sometimes that the spirit gets yanked out so quick that the essence still feels like it has work to do here.
Would you stop rambling?
I don't think I'm rambling. I'm just answering a question. He's got an attitude now.
I don't have an attitude.
Yes, you do have an attitude. We're having a little discussion.
There were a lot of things I liked in Ghost, among them the movie's mixture of humor and the supernatural. And I also liked the whole gimmick of Swayze using Goldberg to communicate with his lover, Demi Moore. What I didn't like was that the movie could have been so much brighter and smarter than it is. Demi Moore is so reluctant to believe that her late boyfriend is really talking to her through Goldberg that after a while it actually gets annoying. I mean, how much proof does she need? Goldberg...
Boy goes out to play and never returns. Then another child confesses. Why did Eric kill? 48 Hours, Wednesday.
Cartoons.
Cartoons.
Is very much in the hunt. The difference is 18. That's the lead Equalizer has over the Bigfoot camp heading into today's action. Carolina Crusher's not out of this bank booth. Chris Chapman reporting from the pits, and we'll be checking in later with Mike Goss, who's trackside, to talk to all the drivers after their runs tonight on the TNT Monster Truck Challenge. In Stafford Spring, Connecticut, we're about to go into first round competition, but Army thought we'd take a look at one more qualifying highlight. Bigfoot 8 and Equalizer, and this is kind of a, you know, it's not a race, not an elimination race, but it is one where they can feel each other out.
Believe me, neither one wanted a little look at Brad. Comes down, pulls the trigger out of the left lane. The truck looks pretty good for him, but they're still having a problem. I've got a theory on what their problem is with that truck. I'm going to explain to you a little bit later. But the chassis is what we call unloading on the truck when it lands. Okay? The chassis is all tightened up when it's in gear. Andy's, when he leaves the line, it's just straight as an arrow. But as soon as he backs on the throttle when it lands, that chassis unloads and goes where it darn well pleases.
The entire vessel is heavily encrusted.
It'll take forever to salvage.
Not anymore.
Behold, Dawn Power Plus, the deep blue liquid gel that works best on the worst grease, with activated loosening agents that dig deep to remove tough, stuck-on foods really fast and nearly scrub-free.
The faster I get through this stuff, the sooner I move to the good stuff.
Take grease and a whole lot more out of your way. Dawn Power Plus.
You hear it in the special edition. Wait till you see it in the special edition. And if you can use automated ordering, boy, would you help out everybody, because we're still just blazing on the phone lines. I'm live with Steve Sansweet, and we both agree. At the beginning of the show, I had somebody dial in, nab me a trilogy on the telephones, and also grab one of these.
Yes.
This is one of the most outrageous framed prints we've ever offered. Listen to the availability. Only 500 of these were created for worldwide distribution. Of the 500, each one is signed by the artist, done in a way that no other print has been done. Steve's going to fill you in on that. $233 while supplies last. See, 43, 649, 29 by 29 inches, framed, matted.
It's incredible. It breaks the frame. It comes out at you with his weapon. And John Taylor Dismukes is an artist who has been around for, I mean, he's not an old man, but he has really done a lot of stuff in the 70s and 80s. He started out doing airbrush art, doing album covers. He loves heavy metal and hard rock bands, so he comes from that kind of a past. And he himself just loves the confrontational, rebellious nature of. Oh yeah, you can tell. He so clearly identifies with Boba Fett. In fact, you know, I was talking to John, and he said to him, Boba Fett is a hero. And, I mean, the way he views it, I guess it's a hero to a certain number of people.
This is, I admire the character, and of course how the character has grown from just a minor part, really, in the trilogy, to somebody who has just blossomed in the novels.
Absolutely, a fan-developed character.
Good point.
Because he's not really in the movie that much, but
No.
look at this piece. It looks three-dimensional, and John is one of the people who has really pioneered the use of computer graphics. He has gone and taken the kind of technique from
How are you? I'm Tufusin Sana, a Mongolian wrestler. I'm a champion wrestler, and I'm training my apprentice.
Hello, I'm Gan Arden, his apprentice.
The biggest Mongolian wrestling tournament is held during the summer festival, Naadam. 1,000 wrestlers come from all over the country to compete for the championship. To become a good wrestler, you have to eat well and build a strong body. This is a restaurant that serves traditional Mongolian cuisine. This is the food that makes you a strong wrestler.
Yes, master!
In third place is booze, which are bite-sized meat dumplings. They're served in all Mongolian households. Minced mutton is wrapped in dough, and it tastes great. Be careful while eating them, as the meat juice is hot.
A strong wrestler can easily eat 30 of them at a time, right?
That's right. These are for me. Delicious.
Way to go, master.
The second place dish is soy wan. It's a salt-fried dish of wheat dough noodles and mutton. It's Mongolia's national dish.
Master, you need to have 3 servings of it to feel you've had enough, right?
That goes without saying. Excuse me, 2 more servings, please.
Way to go, master. You eat with gusto.
Search for all categories, or let's just search for the categories that have really cool media with them, okay? Oh, here we go. Let's go in, let's search for the categories with some video. Let's click into the video. Oh, yeah. Let's see what we got here. We got some wild stuff. Let's see, what ones? History can really come alive with this. Let's go to the hurricane. Bring up a little information on that, and I'll show you how universal this is. Now, this starts off with some historic film of
the fourth major hurricane of the season slams at Jacksonville Beach and points north and south along the Florida-Georgia coastline. Winds of 100 miles an hour and upward.
People have long known the destructive nature of hurricanes. These storms, bringing heavy winds and rain, may last several hours and have a diameter of over 480 kilometers.
Okay, let me just interrupt this for a second. Fewer than 100 today's special values remain in stock. It's a goner. It's going to be first come, first served, so just stay on the line, please. We'll tell you when she hits 0.
Around a low-pressure center known as the eye of the storm. The only defense against hurricanes is through early warning and preparation. Meteorologists can now track these storms and measure their force through the use of radar and satellites.
It looks like now the center will pass inland sometime near dawn. Well, as it goes across the Florida Peninsula, of course, we're going to have significant damage here in Miami, Fort Lauderdale area.
The National Hurricane Center's prediction was correct. In August 1992, Hurricane Andrew caused billions of dollars in damage and killed a number of people when it hit the southeastern United States.
Now notice, not only do you get the full video, let's just close this down here. There we go, close that. You also get the full printed text. And look what you can do with the full printed text. You can take that text, a lot like I took the photo of Mandy. Take that text right here, select as much or as little of it as you want, come over here, copy that text. Now that text is copied into what's called the computer...
Pokeball Go! Where's a great place to catch your favorite Pokemon? Find Pokemon video games, cool clothes and gear? Right here, all under one roof. The Pokemart at Sears. It's a great place to catch them all. You can catch one of 4 exclusive Pokemon t-shirts and a Pokeball for $7.99 when you spend $25 or more in the kids department at Sears. You can catch a different shirt every week. Running swing here? I don't think so. Climb and slide here? I don't think so. Then where? I'm going to DC at Discovery Zone, where I can cut loose and be on my own.
DC is made just for me, the place where I can really cut loose. It's all here.
Jump and tumble here? I don't think so. I'm going to DC.
I'm here to demonstrate the advantage of the GTE Wireless FamilyNet Share Plan. With the FamilyNet Share Plan, you not only get wireless phones for everyone in the family, you get a cheaper rate because you all can draw from one pool of minutes. Let's say your son only needs a little bit, but your daughter really chews through the minutes.
Who are you?
Happy birthday. Icky.
The FamilyNet Share Plan. Only from GTE Wireless.
Once again, from our hearts to yours, Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
And Tim Conway always makes me laugh. Oh, look who's come back. Please, come on in. Come on in. Sit down. Please, sit down.
Welcome back to X-Play's non-denominational gift guide. Hot cocoa?
And that's all right. We've been showing you some of the best games to buy this season, whatever this season may be.
Isn't that right, Festivus Paul?
So let's keep this merry train rolling by showing you the best that the Xbox has to offer. I scalded myself.
This week on Siskel and Ebert, John Voight, Danny DeVito, and Matt Damon star in Francis Coppola's film of The Rainmaker.
Reporter John Cusack investigates Kevin Spacey in Clint Eastwood's Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil.
Plus a critical look at multiple Oscar winner Michael Douglas.
Complete your order.
Potatoes?
Yeah, we got that. Anything else?
Potatoes?
Drive around, please.
Potatoes?
Big Star Wars fan? Then you need to see the biggest Star Wars event ever. G4 presents Star Wars at 30, live Friday, May 25th.
Hello, I'm Office Jesus, and I'm here to talk to you about the plight of the American college-educated television writer. Everyone loves television, but not many know what goes into it. The American television writer is woefully underpaid, and is often saddled with huge student loan debts from fly-by-night communication schools. As a result, they often can't afford the children's sugar cereals and hard liquor they need to bring you quality scripts. So donate, won't you? Okay, that's it. Can I get paid now? Sure. Nope. Oh, it looks like you forgot to sign this. Oh, sorry, it must have slipped my mind. You know. There you go. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Can I take that back? I gotta jot a memo down on it. I can write this off for taxes. Oh, sure. Yes, I know how taxes can be. There you go. It looks like you didn't date it.
Oh, would you come on already? God, cut the
Fine. More comedy then.
My computer back in my lap.
We're not going to put the baddest
on television in a Best spot.
Just saying.
Listen up, people. We got a problem. Jack Bauer is in Burbank. We need to get him to LAX.
and we need to get him there in 10 minutes.
What the hell? That's not possible.
It needs to be done. And it needs to be done in exactly 45 seconds.
No!
Starting now.
Well, the obvious route would be the 101 to the 405.
At 4 o'clock, are you crazy? He only has 10 minutes.
He could use a fast motorcycle.
What?
Paul, it's Abby.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just ran a micro data encryption of all the future SIG alerts.
And?
It's right across the board. There's no way Jack Bauer could make it from Burbank to LAX in time.
Damn it!
He could use a fast...
Chocolate chip cookies! Hey, Tommy, you selling cookies too? Yeah, my mom gave me these. We made Duncan Hines cookies.
Is there really a big difference? I gave him that leading brand. But even those can't match Duncan Hines' homemade taste. You'll see.
Homemade. Look at the chocolate. We need more, Mom.
Duncan Hines does make a difference.
Hey, Bobby, want to be partners?
Duncan Hines Cookie Mix. Better taste makes the difference.
How can you make Wendy's crispy chicken nuggets even better?
You can't.
Correct. They're made with tender white meat chicken. So how do you make them better?
You can't.
Correct. They're perfectly seasoned and crispy on the outside. So how do you make them better?
Sell them for 99 cents.
My man in the middle.
Where you at? In the middle.
Wendy's 4-piece crispy chicken nuggets are just 99 cents. Tender white meat chicken on the inside, crispy on the outside.
It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's.
We just got 3 sandwiches for 99 cents each.
And you just passed Freakonomics 101.
Aw, snap.
Wendy's Freakonomics, featuring the double stack. One of 3 way better sandwiches for 99 cents each.
It's way better than fast food.
Bank America Traveler's Checks. These days, getting a start in life seems tougher than ever. My wife has to work. I've got night school. Sometimes the pressure gives me a lousy headache.
Life got tougher, and we got stronger. Extra strength Excedrin, with the 2 most powerful pain relievers you can buy, plus a 3rd ingredient to give you unsurpassed headache relief.
When I get hit with a headache, I fight back with Excedrin.
Extra strength Excedrin, capsules and tablets. Life got tougher, and we got stronger.
It all started with my first crush in 4th grade. Corey Robertson. Yeah, he liked the cool girl. She had straight hair. Little did he know I was writing songs about him after school, dreaming of one day becoming a country singer. Or maybe a poet.
Stick a stripe of fun, pick a fly and flip flop, throw a roll of fish pot. Yikes! Stripes! Fruit stripe gum. A really wilder, a ton of fun a miler, flavor overloader, wow! Exploder! Yikes! Stripes! Fruit stripe gum. Men from outer space, punk a pop in your face. Fruity flavors in the top, gooey gobble, pizza. Yikes! Stripes!
Fruit stripe gum and bubble gum.
G4, let the games begin.
Today on X-Play, Rockstar Games makes a Western full of burning, bleeding, fat, naked cowboys. Plus Elfin Booty in Lineage 2 and important questions in La Puzzle Tactics.
What's with the bear suit?
Ask him. It's game time.
Higher the body count. Night Moves, Sunday on A&E.
Panasonic presents a new breed of smooth operator. The new Smooth Operator rechargeable razor unites the old-fashioned closeness of a warm, wet shave with the convenience and no-nick comfort of an...
Briscoe goes south of the border and makes a new enemy.
I'm sorry I tried to kill you. It just seemed like such a good idea at the time.
Briscoe County Jr. and all new episodes.
Something new to crave. The CR-V from Honda.
The Visa check card, because writing checks shouldn't slow you down. Life takes faster money. Life takes Visa.
Red Bull gives you wings. It's back in black. The new Razor. Only from Singular. Singular, raising the bar.
No matter how they toss the dice, and to be the only one for me is you.
Something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. Introducing Super Smash Bros., where all your favorite characters go toe-to-toe in one 4-player star-studded slam fest. Only on Nintendo 64.
What are they up to? Oh, kittens. Escape? Look at that stern stare. Hey, if you chase them, they'll run off. They are cute, aren't they? Did you touch them? Try not to scare them, okay? See you. Bye-bye. Fluffy kittens. I hope they didn't scare them. Ah, the sun is so bright. Whew, I'm almost at the top. What's that in the sky? Oh, kites! Blue, red, and white, just like the Dutch flag. Oh yeah, everyone loves flying kites. Yes, I made it! The sky looks so huge and feels so great. Ah, they're flying kites over there. Hello. It's a nice day, isn't it? Your kites are flying nicely. A good wind. Oh yes, the kites must be having a
people have something to say. They've said it to Larry. Now look back on 10 years of memorable interviews with Robert Redford, Roseanne, George Burns, Oprah, and more. Larry King's 10th anniversary special, Sunday 9 Eastern on CNN.
Taste better than Ragu Old World style? It probably has a lot to do with all Prego goes through to make sure it's thicker, more delicious. And a lot to do with what just goes through Ragu Old World style. Prego homemade taste. You can see it.
Wrap up all your holiday shopping with gifts from Ivy's, like this Pierre Cardin Initial reversible belt in leather, just $20. Or sparkling 14-karat gold chains in a variety of styles, now at a savings of 30%. A handsome tone-on-tone shirt from Arrow in cotton polyester, just $20. Easy care mix and match coordinates from Catalina, versatile fashions to go everywhere. Share the Christmas spirit with a gift from Ivy's.
life echoes in eternity.
Gladiator is the #1 movie in America. Time magazine says Gladiator is big, daring entertainment. A hero will rise, and his name is Russell Crowe. Gladiator, rated R, now playing everywhere.
The Ronin Warriors now continue.
What you waiting for, Amy? We gotta bust some bad guys. Yes.
Sailor Moon will return in a moment.
Next time you're at Veterans Stadium, look for Carol Ann Zachney. She's one of the 10 usherettes in the contest for Miss Schmidt's Filly. Carol comes from the Olney section of Philadelphia and reminds all her friends there that the contest closes July 13th. Get a ballot at the stadium or wherever you buy Schmidt's beer.
There are 8 days of Christmas and nobody's the whiz.
Here are some great last-minute gifts.
A 13-inch GE Color TV for $159.
A Toshiba 4-head VCR for $199.
A Sanyo 13-inch TV VCR combo for $299.
Or a 27-inch Sony Stereo Color TV just $499.
And tickets to A Christmas Carol at Madison Square Garden's Paramount are a great gift.
Foster and Richard Gere star in their first film together, a different kind of love story called Summersby.
You remember making our son? And then it happened. Yes. You were drunk.
And that's Richard Gere and Jodie Foster in Summersby, a love story set in the years right after the Civil War, as Gere plays a soldier returning home to his decaying Tennessee plantation, who surprises everyone in the town, including Jodie Foster as his wife, who long ago gave him up for dead.
I'd forgotten how beautiful you were.
Tentative at first, Foster eventually comes around to accept Gere.
I was just thinking how we used to be, all rich and stupid.
Speak for yourself.
And this house is falling apart, and we're broke, and I've never been so happy. Certainly have changed, haven't you?
He's changed in many ways, it seems. Even the town shoemaker notices a difference.
Well, I'll be damned.
Your foot shrunk.
The foot's 2 sizes smaller now.
That ain't mine.
Eventually, the question of who Gere really is too much for Foster to bear silently. They have it out in a lover's quarrel.
Stop it! Stop it!
Like the boy.
You're making me crazy! You get out of this house!
The unusual story of Summersby is based on a magnificent 1982 French film called The Return of Martin Gere, starring Gerard Depardieu. And if you haven't seen it, I do recommend that you see it. It's wonderful. This adaptation is not in the same league as that great film. Frankly, the star power of this film makes it more difficult to accept these characters. I also thought Richard Gere smiled too much throughout the film. I didn't feel any real electricity between him and Foster. I saw just a lot of acting. But Summersby does have some... And there's another young, steely, ambitious cop who is central to this story, and he, played by Guy Pearce, also has his eye on Basinger.
I see Bud because I want to. I see Bud because he can't hide the good inside of him. I see Bud because he doesn't know how to disguise who he is. I see Bud for all the ways he's different from you.
Don't underestimate me, Miss Bracken.
It was hard to predict the storyline of L.A. Confidential, and I really enjoyed that about this picture. And again, the photography. The 50s have never looked better in the movies. L.A. Confidential is a very confident movie. It's not Chinatown, it's Hollywood, and it's very good.
It is very, very good. It reminded me in a way of Once Upon a Time in America, in the sense that it had such a lot of different threads of plot that all came around and at the end all turned out to be connected.
It's very
in that
well
way
written.
It's also like Chinatown, but good performances from one end to the other. This Guy Pearce is really good. He's a newcomer who has a real presence on the screen.
He can stare directly into the screen, and it's dramatic.
Yes,
and that's the nature of stardom.
Kim Basinger is very good here because she's a wounded woman who's trying to do...
Good casting to pick her.
What she's trying to do, what she thinks is right, and it turns out to be what's wrong. But then also the whole sleazy era of Confidential magazine and the beginning of gossip and the beginning of paparazzi, if you will, it's all there.
And to find the drama in that, it looks right. I mean, it just, again, the look. I'm seeing scenes we've seen countless times before, but it looks good.
And more absorbed at the end. James Cromwell, you didn't mention, the police captain who's in charge of everyone, and what he has to do with the plot. When we come back, Andy Garcia risks his life for his art in The Disappearance of Garcia Lorca.
He is doing fabulous. Back to his strategy. I think you may be right on that. However, I think it's very, very important to get in your first 90 seconds and make it big instead of backing out and banking on your last 30 seconds of Magnaflow bonus time.
You know, we've brought it up before, Mark. You've got to pace yourself. And Lindsay's doing a spectacular job. He's rolling the dice just enough to give that element of risk taking, that big air there, as he accidentally runs over some cars there in the corner. You accidentally run over cars, but he did it. But Lindsay is having a great run. That Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder is burning it down.
Well, I think, no doubt, this is the best run that we've seen all night. Best donuts, really. It's a solid run. It's no doubt going to put him in the hot seat for the lead.
Yeah, if this doesn't take the lead, I'm going to publicly give out the names and phone numbers of the 3 judges. This is phenomenal. And the best donuts by a million miles that we've seen.
And the truck is still on 4 tires, and he's still going. So this is for the fans now.
If this is any sign of what Lindsay Week's going to do this year, this is great. This truck looks great. He's got a great platform to start with. I think he's going to have a great score here.
This is a night for the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder team. Your winners, Lindsay Wink.
It's pretty nerve-wracking when you're watching Dennis and Tom go after, and you did with the best you can, what the truck can handle, and you know those 2 guys are after you. You don't want them to break because you want the fans a great show. At the same time, you want to be holding this trophy. So the cards were in my favor tonight. Tom tried. Dennis had some bad luck. He broke his hot foot off his throttle. It's one of those things, but you know, it's a new piece of machinery I got. We got a great sponsor. It's Built Ford Tough Night.
Detroit is known as one of the birthplaces of freestyle due to the great performances in the Silverdome. Now, in the state-of-the-art Ford Field, the superstars of the sport brought their A-game as this sold-out house was rocking for freestyle.
My freestyle plans here in Detroit, I really don't even know. You come out of the track and the obstacles are huge, and you know, all I can really tell you is that maybe the first hit I'm going to make, and I don't even know what that is yet until I park my truck and see what I'm aimed at first, and then after that, whatever comes after the next obstacle, that's all it takes.
Great big beautiful hunk of lion. Gee, King, you're the greatest. Imagine an exclusive interview with Midas J. Banknote.
Yeah, and he's still talking. Excuse me, girls. I gotta go finish the interview with old Motor Mouth.
Now, 1929 was the year the stock market crashed, so I only made 18 billion. But stay awake, Sonny. I got 50 more years to tell you about. Now, right after I made my 83rd billion, I put a down payment on taxes. You can imagine how exciting that was.
Oh, boy. Dullsville.
Harry, grab the bud, and I think we're out of here.
Right.
I want to drink your bud.
Hi, I'm Harry.
So am I.
Well, there you are.
You are not going to believe this.
This Halloween, replenish your Bud supply. Pick up Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Dry.
What's your bud type?
History teaches primordial perspiration shouldn't mess with one's style. Consider this powerful discovery. Right Guard Pure Power Clear Gel. An astoundingly clear gel. Thus, it goes on clear without any flaky white stuff, protecting one powerfully. For when it comes to protection, one shouldn't mess around. Right Guard Clear Gel. Anything less would be uncivilized.
200 years ago, our Constitution was born.
And with it, the promise that we, the people, could live in freedom as one nation. To capture the spirit of that precious promise, the United States Mint has created the official United States Constitution coins in silver or gold. Now and forever, hold on to the promise.
Firsthand what this infection is capable of.
Oh, you have no idea.
Let's skip this song and dance. Pierce is dead.
Now, hang on, Steve. That's valuable stuff that we have. I don't want... You broke it!
It's already
He
crashed.
broke our car. I can't believe... You can take that home, then.
I don't want it.
Okay, fine. Just some fun we're having here at the studio here in Charlotte. We're going to recap the season for you, the monster truck season. Last year, boy, it was action-packed. The points race came down to the final event in Indianapolis, and David Morris, driver of the Equalizer, powered his way past the rest of the field and claiming that title.
And over in the Pro Arena Truck Series, the trucks might be smaller, but the show they put on was just as exciting as the series grew to be really a fan favorite. Jumpin' Joe Brozovic clinched the inaugural title, winning 7 of the 19 events on the tour, and there were many memorable runs in both series last season. Here's a look. Fire up the VCR for this.
And we've got a big problem. Folks, if you don't love this, don't ever bother watching one of these again. This is as good a race as you're going to find anywhere. Come on, Kenny! He did it! Yes. Rory Fisher has unseated Brozovic at the top of the heap.
Yeah, all right, I beat that Bronco. There's for Joe.
He went in deep there. He might have lost his time right there. Look at him! Oh, he doubled it.
Never seen it done before. The motorcycles just barely did it. Oh, it's up. Oh, look out, look out, look out.
Oh, and Roy Fisher took her over on her side.
V8 Chevrolet in the Jeep. Let's see how it works tonight.
Oh, he rolls over.
Oh, it didn't work well.
And we went along for the ride.
GameCube.
今度はみんなで瞬間アクションパーティー集まれメイドインワリオなんと3800円
GameCube.
あ、やばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばいやばい 瞬間アクションパーティー集まれメイドインワリオなんと3800円
最多最短最速5秒でできるプチゲームがこれでもかと詰め込まれたお手軽瞬間アクションゲームメイドインワリオ今度はゲームキューブでみんなで挑戦だ集まれメイドインワリオ集まれドクターの言う通りにプレイした歩き回って邪魔しちゃえああ風船が割れちゃうその他大爆笑の面白モード満載友達呼んで大騒ぎ誰よりも熱く盛り上がれ任天堂ゲームキューブ集まれメイドインワリオ
ゲームキューブ
頂点を極める今度はみんなで瞬間アクションパーティー集まれメイドインワリオなんと3800円
ゲームキューブ
好きなものまねをして楽しみどうでしょう今度で瞬間アクションパーティー集まれメイドインワリオなんと3800円
Two men fighting over this woman. Is it because she's such a great tennis player? Or is it just an excuse to engage in stereotypical male aggressive behavior? Will they ever give peace a chance? We can always watch and hope. Popeye, today at 4 on BAM TV.
Your best colleagues with some very, very good recent films.
Well, I think what they're saying, Altman and the Coen brothers and so forth, is that a lot of people out there are on automatic pilot just throwing a lot of garbage and a lot of violence at people without any thought about it at all. Because, of course, the Coen brothers themselves made one of the most violent films of all time in Blood Simple, but it was a very good film.
Yes.
And so that I think essentially the issue that we have to get back to here is the fact that Hollywood and the people who go to Hollywood films all seem to be afraid of love right now, and they seem to have this hunger for movies that feed them this kind of negative thinking. I think that the directors that you cited are wishing that it wasn't so, wishing that more films were upbeat and were more successful. But of course, for example, Grand Canyon, ironically, was a box office flop.
But it was a very good film.
Yes, it was.
And I think that what they're saying is that it seems to be a little bit institutionalized. I think the fear that you're talking about, what I hear out in Hollywood is that the fear level in the business has risen to an all-time high, triggered a lot by the amount of money that's going on, and so maybe that fear that things are lousy out there and all the work environment that they're in, that people are getting beat up and sharpshooting them, all that is being written large on the screen, sometimes well, quite often badly. When we come back, fear of the future as Hollywood uneasily eyes the approaching millennium.
Minds about the future. On the one hand, it held out the promise of utopia, but on the other hand, it was a dreary police state or a nuclear wasteland, or aliens wanted to turn us into slaves or food. Recent movies have lost almost all signs of hope and see the future as a prospect of doom and a source of threat. The basic thrust of the Terminator movies, for example, is an attack on the present by the future.
Go.
Look at these other movie visions of the brave new world that we cannot look forward to.
Unspeakable evil. Live the nightmare. Resident Evil, exclusively from Capcom. Rated M for mature, only on Nintendo GameCube.
To feel strong. I need him. Because we all need something different to feel our best, One A Day has created different formulas. One especially for women, one for men, and one for people over 50. One A Day. It's just what you need.
Sega season at Prime Cable. Right now, Prime Cable, Kmart, and Pepsi are offering incredible savings on the Sega Channel, Sega Genesis units, and games. All you have to do is buy a cube of Pepsi at any area Kmart. Bring your receipt to Prime Cable on Saturday, December 7th between 10 and 4, and you'll save over $35 on the Sega Channel with free activation and free first month service. Plus, meet Sonic and Classy 100 Air personalities and sign up for free prizes. Give the gift of fun this holiday season. The Sega Channel offered exclusive.
Offers the best value according to a leading consumer magazine. When buying your used car, it's wise to shop Warren Motors. Warren Motors goes to great extent to locate the top used cars around the Southeast that meet their strict standards for quality, dependability, and value. That value is passed on to you. Warren Motors' helpful, friendly sales staff will go out of their way to keep this sterling reputation. That's why it is very wise to buy your next automobile from Warren Motors, your downtown dealer that's different.
満場一致で新大関に推挙されましたことをご報告いたします。本日は誠におめでとうございます。
謹んでお受けいたします。今後も全身全霊で相撲道に精進します。本日はありがとうございました。
頑張れ、みんなも頑張れ。
The case of the big crime wave. But the cops had a secret weapon, the incredible jet copter.
You're no match for the cops!
Cops! Jet copter comes with pilot, other figures sold separately with caps.
It's late, but that's okay. Moose and squirrel are nocturnal creatures. I swear.
This Saturday, I'll have the opportunity to offer you these magnificent 18-karat gold diamond-cut loop dangle earring jackets for the first time since their last appearance back in May. Hi, this is Pat James Dementry, and I've been gearing up for this Saturday's 4-hour Elegance of 18-karat gold beginning at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you're like me, you shop for a look that's versatile, makes a great fashion statement, and best of all, is affordable. This elegant set meets all my demands and more. Add studs to these and you have a whole new look for our introductory price of just $44.16. 2 distinctive fashion looks for less than $50. It doesn't get much better than this. Saturday in the Elegance of 18-karat gold and item number J26055. Hope to see you then.
St. John's Day, the
most comfortable casual clothes in the world are designed to help you escape it. Warm hooded Sherpas and fashion fleece from St. John's Bay. Clothes that fit a relaxed state of mind. Every day's the weekend in St. John's Bay, only at JCPenney.
Back home, the game was baseball. Here, it's coconuts.
You lose.
Again?
Island rules.
Back home, there were girls who acted like princesses. Here, there really is one.
I'm having a royal moment.
What a royal pain in the pajamas. And back home, the brainy kids always wore pocket protectors, not nose rings. So, yeah, it ain't Manhattan.
Mike Lewinog, weekdays at 4 on the home of the top 2 stars, Cartoon Network. And now it's back to Fat Dog Mendoza on Cartoon Network.
Is good. And Roy Green, they did have another ball. Roy wasn't stealing everybody's ball. He wasn't going to go away. They were able to get that one off.
Del Greco with a point after.
We have a replay here. Green will be at the top of your screen. Just, you can't say enough about the poise of Gary Hogeboom. He cuts across here. Right about now, Hogeboom's being hit. The ball is in the air. He's laying this ball out where he figures it's going to be incomplete or Roy Green's going to get it. Perfectly laid out there for his receiver. Couldn't quite make the tackle on Roy Green there by Johnny Johnson, and he easily scores.
And so it's 34-17, and the Cardinals appear on their way to their second victory.
A lone soldier.
Buckle up, folks.
Will become the ultimate weapon.
Pontiac Transport. Equipped the way you want it with an airbag, anti-lock brakes, air conditioning, AM/FM cassette stereo, power windows, and comfortable seating for 7 people. All that for $4,000 less than the Dodge Caravan. And they can't even offer a power sliding door. Only Pontiac can. Style and value. Who else but Pontiac? See the Transport today at your nearest Performance Pontiac leader.
Financing your mortgage at the money store, you can lower your interest rate and reduce your monthly payments, even if your credit is less than perfect. Call 1-800-LOAN-YES.
The legendary steam-grilled taste of America's first fast food hamburger is even faster today. White Castle, that legendary taste in just 60 seconds.
There are times in a day when coffee tastes especially good, and MJB tastes good when it should. MJB tastes good when it should. MJB tastes good when it should.
We poured 100 years of experience into making MJB taste good. Taste it.
MJB tastes good when it should.
See a movie on Maxwell House. Details on marked packages.
End zone's got to come down with it.
Mark Mosley missed from 39 yards. Had an extra point attempt blocked. This one from 36 yards away. And it is good. As Mosley hits from 36 yards out. And is Washington 19, Seattle 7, 8:14 left. For the Washington Redskins that led to the 36-yard field goal by Mark Mosley took 6 minutes and 29 seconds off of the clock.
And that's the ball control we spoke of earlier. But a surprising statistic is that right now Washington has about a 5-minute lead in total time of possession. I thought it would have been much greater than that to see them grind it out in that last drive.
Bobby Joe Edmonds and Randall Morris are deep. And at the goal line, it is Bobby Joe Edmonds. He's to the 10, 15. And is decked at the 18-yard line. And a flag goes down. Anthony Jones was there for the Redskins. And a Washington player is injured. And a Seahawk player is down also. Rick Bodanik is down for Washington, the rookie from Maryland, and the number 3 running back for the Redskins, and special teams player. And the flag was dropped at the 21-yard line. Chuck Knox, the head coach of Seattle returning home. They've been in the Eastern time zone last week against New England, went home and then came back for this game.
Hands on the return, number 54.
That's on John Kaiser. And the Redskins will be on the road next Sunday at New Orleans. 8 minutes and 5 seconds as a Seahawk player and a Redskin player both being worked on.
We talked earlier whether it was time or not for Seattle to start throwing the ball on first down, and more often they have to do it now. Down by a score of 19-7 with 8 minutes left in the football game. They've got to throw the ball.
Tonight, spend Thanksgiving night with America's favorite family.
Just a matter of being at the right place at the right time.
Your family and the Cosby family together.
Be there. Yeah.
The enjoyed family ties as the celebration continues.
We've got eggs, we've got bacon.
A double Thanksgiving night party.
Tonight.
And now, we return to Scrooge.
Well,
There's a motor oil that says it's engineered for today's smaller cars, like sports cars. But is that motor oil the first choice of the members of the Sports Car Club of America? No. Valvoline is the first choice of the members of the Sports Car Club of America. Valvoline makes the highest quality motor oil recommended by any automobile manufacturer. People who know use Valvoline.
Presentation of This Old House is made possible locally by grants from McDonald Hardwoods, supplier of Tarkett hardwood flooring and Bonachemi water-based finishes. Porter Cable Professional Power Tools, innovation that works. Distributed by Schlosser Tool and Machinery in Denver, Colorado Springs, El Paso, and Salt Lake. Blue Line Window and Door Company, distributor of Hurd Wood Windows, featuring high-performance heat mirror glazing. And
next stop, Noogie Town. Now then, you and I are going to teach this baby how to crawl.
Sorry, Mitch, I'm booked. You know these TV shows won't watch themselves. Give me one good reason why I should help.
Ward.
Your help.
What if it happens again?
Dizzy, drowsy.
When you buy the things your family needs to get well or feel better, it makes a difference where you shop. The Osco Healthcare Center has low prices on everything from vitamins to blood pressure testers, and one of the biggest selections anywhere. And the most important thing of all, an Osco pharmacist, a healthcare professional to help you get exactly what you need.
Let me show you how.
At Osco, you can count on people who care.
Sassoon shampoos and conditioners were created to protect hair from everyday styling damage. From now on, you can keep your hair in that silky, bouncy salon condition all the time. For hair with salon feeling every day. Vidal Sassoon.
6 engine ever put in a compact pickup. Enough power to help switch more truck owners to Chevy last year than to any other truck.
Marin from Short Attention's Fan Theater. Watch us weeknights at 7 here at Comedy Central. I know that puts us up against network news in a lot of cities, but come on, our clips are so much funnier than theirs.
The film is a comedy called Rosalie Goes Shopping, made by the West German filmmaker Percy Adlon, known for his colorful films Sugar Baby and Baghdad Cafe. This film is set in Arkansas and follows the adventures of an immigrant German woman married to a crop duster pilot. While he dusts crops, she spends money, lots of it, through her many credit cards and through writing rubber checks.
Morning, son. I'm glad that you came by directly, Mrs. Wingspace. Bert from Farmers Flight Service just called. He forgot to write down the number of the check.
At regular intervals, Rosalie confesses her spendthrift ways to a priest played by Judge Reinhold. She seems to think that as long as she confesses her sins, she can continue to commit more.
What does your conscience tell you?
My conscience has never felt so good.
That's Marianne Segebrecht as Rosalie. Her husband is played by Brad Davis, and he lets Rosalie do her thing while he enjoys flying.
If you stand next to the flag man, you'll have a perfect view. My fuel tank's almost empty now. I could fly loose for you.
The real strength of the movie is in scenes like that flying sequence, so colorfully shot by Percy Adlon. He's one of those gifted filmmakers who seemingly doesn't know how to make an uninteresting shot. But I don't think the story works as well as the look of the film. Obviously, we're living in a time of easy credit, too easy credit, and that's not a fresh topic of discussion, and I don't think Rosalie Goes Shopping adds anything to it. The way he tells the story visually, though, that is special.
Well, I think it adds something new to it, and that is that Marianne Segebrecht, who is such an interesting actress, handles everything with such a wonderful charm as she's cheating the bank and stealing tickets from her parents and mortgaging her children's possessions and kiting checks and so forth.
Let me ask you.
And at the same time, she's trying, as an immigrant to America, to do all these things in order to provide her family with this wonderful, almost museum piece.
Artifacts such as this one are scattered throughout the plains. Bring me the others, and you shall prove yourself a worthy disciple.
What you're seeing here is actual footage from the violence that erupted before dawn this morning. These seemingly coordinated reality attacks were reported throughout Federation territory, prompting government officials to consider this movement an act of terrorism.
This place, I saw it in my dream.
For mature.
Hey!
Play with a friend or play with yourself. Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball.
internet. I've discovered that the Americans spread cool, creamy Philadelphia all over a bagel, whatever that is.
I think this is one.
Robert.
Yes, madam.
I'm feeling a little,
Peckish, madam?
Yes. I feel like something,
Delicious, madam.
Yes. Wonderful. I love Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher. Unforgettably delicious.
You think of everything.
Robert, madam.
The Beatles Anthology will continue in a moment here on ABC. Plus, stay tuned for the world premiere of the all-new Beatles song, Real Love.
Sunday, get
and rockin' French fries.
Look, gang, a piano! I'm gonna write a little song and before your eyes, I'll put some McDonald's fried guys. No rock and roll, sing and shout. And wait till you see what all the music's about. I'd like you to meet a triple surprise. McDonald's Fry Girls with those golden French fries. It's a good time for the great day.
It's Kate. When Kate finishes her orange juice, she still won't have consumed all the vitamin C that's in one tablet of Airborne. Both are great for supporting your immune system, but each serving of Airborne has a lot less calories and a fast-acting blend of zinc, echinacea, and 14 other vitamins, minerals, and herbs, including a blast of vitamin C. So if you want to help support your immune system, take Airborne, or get your vitamin C the hard way, like Kate. Airborne, the easy way to help support your immune system.
極限の戦いに奇跡は起きるのか。スーパーファミコンマクロススクランブルバルキリーザムス。
Sensational TV.
Tonight on Hard Copy, Michael Jackson. Whoa!
Or just good old journalism.
Now a shocking crime against a grandmother.
A 1-hour special report behind the scenes of Hard Copy, Inside Edition, and A Current Affair.
We don't just focus on the gore. We focus on why people do what they do.
Sensational TV, the real story. Sunday at 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific, only on E! Entertainment Television.
Now cutting your cleaning time is easy. Introducing Clorox Disinfecting Wipes to kill bacteria on kitchen counters and wipe away messes in the bathroom. New Clorox Disinfecting Wipes. It's that easy.
It glows!
The Crazy Ball in specially marked boxes of new halvesies.
A is for apple. J is for Jax. Give me a B test, Appley Sweet. Appley Sweet, apple test, cinnamon crunchy, fun to eat.
I can't stop dancing, breakfast treat.
Kellogg's Apple Jacks made with real apples. And Appley Sweet, part of this complete breakfast.
Apple Jacks is the name. Appley Sweet taste its claim to fame. Fun to eat and Appley Sweet, Kellogg's Apple Jacks.
So you go out and buy a new game for your new computer. You try to install it. It asks you some questions. What kind of display do you have? How much RAM do you have? How much room do you have on your hard drive? What kind of CPU do you have? How do you get the answers to all of those questions? Here to help us are Ron Kobler again of PC Novice Magazine and Dan Gukin, author of the book PCs for Dummies, a great book if you want to find out what's inside your machine and you think of yourself as a dummy. Also, this is the PC Novice Magazine we were talking about, also very, very helpful. Dan, let's start out with this issue of memory. You know, you go home, you bought your computer, you think it has everything you needed, you put in the first game and it says, can't run, not enough memory. Give us a quick tutorial on RAM, the different kinds of memory and how you solve those problems.
Okay, memory is where work gets done in the computer. The more memory you have, the more work you can get done. It's that simple. There's a lot of confusing terms, a lot of ways to label different memory. Ignore it. Get a lot of memory. I recommend 4 megabytes.
Minimum of 4 megs.
Minimum of 4 megs for anyone who has a PC. Upgrading it is very inexpensive. It's also quite easy to do if you want a chance to do it yourself. And I'd like to show memory inside this, this Tandy computer that was taken apart earlier. I'm going to just show. This is 1 megabyte of RAM inside this computer here. This is a SIM.
So that machine came with 1 meg.
This machine came with 1 meg, but it also has 3 additional slots that are identical where we could plug in 3 additional 1 megabyte SIMs to bring it up to a total of 4 megabytes. Now I have the SIMs here. These are what the SIMs look like. There's different types and different varieties here.
I could go to my computer store and just buy a SIM like that.
Or pay the guy $15 and they would do it for you. Right, exactly.
But it's easy to install yourself, in fact, isn't it?
You can do it yourself. Just plug it in and it's ready to use. Now, the question you ask, what type of memory? There's extended, expanded, conventional. Who knows, who cares, why bother?
Right.
The answer to that problem is to get a memory management package, such as Qualitas's 386 Max, which I have here. There's other packages, including CRAM, QEMM, you know, a lot of them to do this job, because it's a big job, it's a confusing issue. That'll handle it for you. You got a question in the manual, it says you need X number of...
I tried to stop.
I just kept going back.
I can't control myself.
What's harder to resist than Orville Redenbacher's buttered popcorn? New Redenbutters. More buttery taste than you can imagine, drizzling over every square inch of Orville's butterfly kernels.
I love it.
In 3 irresistible flavors. Movie theater butter, urban garlic butter, and zesty butter. New Redenbutters.
That's cool. Guess I'll stand for myself. Dead to rights, rated M for mature.
Hey, I'm Jimmy Fallon. I have a new comedy record out called The Bathroom Wall. You hear songs like this. Idiot Boyfriend, it's a disco song. You hear songs like this. This is Road Rage, it's kind of a hard rock song. You hear songs like this. This song's called Drinking in the Woods, kind of a country song. I do impressions too. Give me one.
Chris Rock.
Crack!
Adam Sandler.
How did that? Who did that?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Hello, people.
Dave Matthews.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, please buy this. I'm sorry to bother you and take away your TV time. Enjoy the rest of your show.
The crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Excused. Romance, 99 cents. Hallmark, cards work.
Hey, think you could take on the biggest water park around? The all-new 600,000-gallon wave pool, the 1,000-foot lazy river, wild twisting water slides, the rushing river rapids, and the huge new Buccaneer Island where kids can climb, slide, and splash. So, think you could handle even more? Good, because it's right in the middle of the biggest theme park around. The new Waterworks, now twice as big and free with admission to Paramount's Kings Island. It's easier than ever to buy your Paramount's Kings Island ticket. Stop by any Kroger for your extra value ticket.
Ghostbusters, come on out!
Weekdays at 4:30.
Doubled on you, right on the starting line. Have any idea what happened?
No, I don't. You know, we've been having problems with that right off the line. All night tonight it's been bobbling on us. We fixed it one run, and then this run it acted up again.
Well, by the crowd screaming, we just found out you're coming to the finals. You took the win. Gary, does that surprise you?
It was a very close race. I knew I was going to push the truck really hard, and they're running against Andy, and right there at the end, I thought he did get me.
He was right. You're going to see it right here, and there it is. By about the length of a wheel, Andy Brass and Bigfoot with probably, I don't think there's any doubt that no one in a monster truck race has ever come back from a bigger deficit because they rarely run any course this long, and he was a good 5 seconds behind him at one point.
That finish line looked like synchronized monster truck flying to me.
Now you can collect glow-in-the-dark shark toys. 1 free in specially marked boxes of Shark Bites fruit snacks.
There, Faith here. I'm hiding. Can you find me?
You did it!
I'm Steve Abrams from TV 12.
And I'm BJ Shea from Coast 102.9.
And we're inviting you to join us as we sail into Monte Carlo. It's just a taste of a fabulous gala this summer.
Sample a delicious array of food from local restaurants, the latest fashion. Try your hand at Lady Luck. The fun begins on Friday, June 24th at 6 p.m. at the Sunbank Lobby downtown.
So join us as we sail into Monte Carlo.
Had a little bit to suggest how much more there was to the life of Richard Feynman. The books he wrote, the students he influenced, the breakthroughs he made, his famous last lecture, which has just come out in a book this month.
You know what? It's not going to. It's going to happen on a cable TV movie. It's not going to happen in a mainstream.
It's not going to happen on
film.
cable either. I think it will happen on the internet if it happens anywhere. Coming up next, three famous actresses, Demi Moore, Cher, and Sissy Spacek, take on the issue of abortion in a collection of 3 short films called "If These Walls Could Talk."
A forthcoming film project to be broadcast on HBO called "If These Walls Could Talk." 3 short films about abortion starring no less than Demi Moore, Sissy Spacek, and Cher. Boldly, all 3 films bemoan the abortion controversy and take the position that a woman has a right to choose. First up, Demi Moore in a surprisingly serious role considering her recent work, playing a nurse in 1952 who is rejected when she asks a doctor colleague for help with her pregnancy.
I can get you a number for the Florence Crittenden home in Moorville. They'll take care of the adoption for you, give you a place to stay.
That's impossible. I can't go away for 7 months. I mean, what would I tell everyone?
I don't know, Claire. That's the sort of thing one should think about before one puts herself in this situation.
The next film is set in 1974, and now Sissy Spacek's character lives in that same house that Demi Moore's character did, hence the title, "If These Walls Could Talk."
Talking about sacrifice, we all have to make a sacrifice here. All of us. Including you. Your degree is going to have to wait.
I don't want to wait, John. I just got started again. God, this is deja vu. I feel like I'm pregnant with Linda all over.
Well, I don't know what the
again.
hell else you want to do.
I don't know what I want to do, but I just want you to understand how important school is to me.
The final short film stars and was directed by Cher. I certainly wish she made more movies. Here playing a doctor who is the head of an abortion clinic and thus in the middle of a now violent conflict on the issue in 1996.
They're right. What about my right?
猪之助立ち上がりました。変わった。肩利こみ肩透かし北の富士の勝ち。勝負はあっけなく北の富士が横綱柏戸に勝って初優勝。北の富士の変わり身の速さ、軽快な動きが柏戸を制しました。大関昇進4場所目、さらに師匠九重親方独立の記念すべき場所に花を添えました。北の富士嬉しい初優勝です。共に吊り出しが得意技です。六つ嵐はさらに河津掛けの足技、若波には上手投げもあります。六つ嵐若波戦立ち上がりました。六つ嵐左四つ、六つ嵐釣ります。若波外掛け残す。六つ嵐釣る、釣り出し六つ嵐の勝ち。六つ嵐左四つに組むや否や先手必勝、素早く若波を釣り出しました。この場所六つ嵐は9勝6敗、若波は11勝4敗で技能賞です。大関5場所目、横綱柏戸戦は6勝7敗とほぼ互角に戦っている玉の島。速攻豪快無比の柏戸、今場所は大鵬の途中休場もあり優勝へ大きなチャンスを迎えています柏戸です。軍配返りました。立ち上がりました。柏戸左上手置いて一気に出た。寄り倒し、柏戸の勝ち。柏戸得意の速攻、一気に玉の島を寄り倒し、柏戸は9場所ぶり通算5回目、横綱になり4度目の優勝です。14勝1敗の柏戸にとってはこれが最後の優勝となりました。昨日横綱柏戸に勝ってようやく勝ち越しを決めた大関の北の富士。佐田の山勝てばすんなり優勝ですが、敗れることがあれば実に4人の優勝決定戦となります。佐田の山突っ張った。北の富士も応戦。佐田の山押す。佐田の山押した。構成。佐田の山押した。突き出し佐田の山の勝ち。佐田の山は北の富士を得意の突き出しで破り、決定戦にもつれ込むことなく15場所ぶり5回目の優勝、横綱になって2回目の優勝です。
Sometimes life's not fair, but you can make it equal with great taste and 0 calories.
Squeezing the truth out of popular brands and putting juice to the test at 11.
That's funny!
Have never been this little. Stuart Little.
I can rub your tummy. How'd you like to rub it from the inside, mouse boy?
Rated PG. Opens everywhere Friday.
Rich, delicious V8 vegetable juice has a full serving of vegetables. For when you want to eat right, or at the very least, drink right. V8, drink smarter.
Jibber Jabber is a laughable clown. His fuzzy head wobbles all around. Give him a shake, that's all it'll take. See what Jibber Jabber's got to say.
You don't say.
Yep. Jibber Jabber goes every place. He'll talk to you till you're blue in the face. Shake him around, all around town, and hear him make a jibber jabbery sound.
Oh, really?
Yep. He's the very best talker around. Jibber Jabber from Earl.
It's Jurassic Park, the game. All the excitement of the movie, but this time they're after you. Race across the island dodging dinosaurs. First one to the visitor center wins.
I made it!
Jurassic Park, the game. This time they're after you.
Premiere of Titanic. Sunday at 7, 6 Central on NBC.
Auditions for Target 2-day sale. Take 1. Action.
Give my regards to Broad.
Sorry, the line is music system $44 and action.
Oh!
Hello? The music system. No, cut. No, it's the music system $44.
Okay.
Action. Cut. Next.
Come in for incredible prices on gifts like this music system for just $44.
That's a wrap. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Evildoers, beware. The Power Zone is back.
Wipe him out. Hey, what's happening? He flattened out the water.
Go, Big H!
Go.
What do you know? I'm surfing.
Look, Big H is really doing it.
Right on, man. Gee, he's really stoked.
Hey, what do you expect? I taught him everything he knows.
King, you're wonderful.
Surf fans, this is amazing. Slick Saunders has just tied Big H's new record.
Looks like there'll be a runoff, Big H.
You mean I've got to go out there again?
Relax. What could go wrong?
Slick, you can beat that hokey hippo with both feet tied behind your back. Yeah, but I'm gonna make sure with this.
Now the 2 finalists will compete for the championship.
Good luck, big fella.
Thank you.
Because you're really gonna need it.
Here they come.
Oh, no! Big H's board broke in 2.
Mind if I borrow those, mister? Hey, that board of big H's looks like it's been sawed in two. Hey, we've been sabotaged. It's time for the king to do his thing. Skids, come here.
Look at this. Slick Saunders is surfing on one finger. With the problems Big H is having, it looks like Slick will be our new champion.
Hey, buzz off, you floating suitcase!
Eskimos do it.
Claressing. A new dance step? Some women won't share the secret of their beautiful hair. Claressing. It's the way Claress colors your hair. Like nature, not flat color, but shaded, blended. Color that picks up the lights and darks in your hair. Only Claress does it without ammonia and with built-in conditioners.
Claressing? It's doing nature one better.
Claress.
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Checkup time. The Cabbage Patch Dental Care Center lets you be the dentist. Sounds real. I'll be the dentist, so open wide. Turn on the light so I can look inside. I'll be the dentist, got some teeth to clean. With my magic toothpaste, gonna make 'em gleam. The Dental Care Center, come in and sit. When I'm the dentist, it won't hurt a bit. Xavier Roberts, Cabbage Patch Kids Dental Care Center. Batteries not included. Kids purchased separately.
I've seen dead ends, an infinite space. I've seen 360 degrees of tomorrow, and for once, live to tell about it. Because I've got the ultimate fighting machine.
At Pearl Vision, you'll find the hottest looks under the sun. And for a limited time, get a new pair of eyeglasses or prescription sunglasses, just $99.
Nobody cares for eyes more than Pearl.
Must replenish my strength.
They're to hide behind in this zone. They're just cover to bounce off, to maneuver around. However, in some of the other zones, you can build bases inside and around them. We've got capture the flag games, and you have to defend certain areas, which becomes your turf on the map.
Now, you've got this sort of Death Star type thing, right, where you can actually get onto another guy's plane and make it twice as powerful?
You can get onto anybody on your team and jump onto the back of them. So
Just become another gun on his plane, if you will.
よく出るんだってさ、ここ。
嘘でしょ？ね
続々出ます。あのガンダムもソウルキャリバーも B 食2もバイオハザードも続
出る！ドリームキャス！
何回やっても何回やっても何回やっても毎回でっかい予想外奇想天外 RPG クライマックスランダーズ
お店でミニゲームもらえるドリームキャス！やったー！6段クリア！
楽勝なんだ。
甘いぞ、いけ。7段、8段、9段、叩きのめせ。
ドリームキャストならではの通信機能で強い奴らが次々現れる。
挑め戦え最強流道場で段位を上げろ通信対応で格闘ゲームが変わるストリートファイター03最強流道場カプコン
I see you marrying a corpse, living in a grave.
The vampire can assume very many different forms at will. Sometimes it appears as a bat, and sometimes as a small cloud of swirling vapor. In this way, it can move unseen among its enemies.
Son of Dracula, searing the screen with new terror in this weird tale of the living dead who rise from the grave at night to prey on unsuspecting victims. With Louise Albritton, Robert Page, Evelyn Ankers, Frank Craven, J. Edward Bromberg, and Lon Chaney as the new Count Dracula, you'll shudder at the screen's most fascinating woman vampire, luring men with cold beauty and the promise of immortality.
Count Alucard is immortal. Through him, I attained immortality. Through me, you will do the same.
Shampoos and conditioners for dry hair. But have you tried one that works? When women with dry hair compare Germac EFA to their regular brand, almost 70% more preferred it for softness and conditioning.
Germac EFA.
Welcome back to Cheats All Bully Edition. So far, you've seen Jimmy Hopkins hold his own against townies, teachers, and fellow students. But how does he stand up to a whole clique? Stronghold Assault is one of Bully's more difficult missions. In an attempt to seize control of Bulworth's Nerd Clan, you must storm the Nerd Castle and dethrone the Nerd King. This guy may make it look easy. Pea stain! But it's actually quite a challenge. With a few simple tricks, however, you'll have those nerds mining World of Warcraft gold for you in no time. First, ask the nerds about Ernest's whereabouts and the key code to the observatory. And when I say ask, I mean pummel the information out of them. After you beat the pocket protectors off these kids, it's time to run the Nerd Gauntlet. Here, you'll be repeatedly attacked by firecracker-launching dweebs. It may be tempting to just barrel through, but I have some better advice. Your slingshot has longer range than their launchers, and you can take each nerd out from a safe distance. All it takes are 2 fully charged wrist rockets. Down the nerds on your way to the observatory, and you can fuel up on the pop they drop. Things get a bit trickier once you get to the Nerd King and his automatic potato gun. You have 2 options here. Work your way beneath the gate by strategically hiding behind the pillars, or take the easy way out and station yourself behind the wall of the canyon. You'll be out of the range of the gun in both of these spots, and you can take your sweet time to target and destroy the Transformer. Once the Transformer bites the dust, the nerds will retreat into Nerd Castle. This is your chance to jump on the potato cannon and wail on the doors. Nerds will pop up to shoot you from windows, but it's okay to ignore them and concentrate on the doors. If you lose too much health, hop back to ground level for some soda. Keep shooting until the gates fall. Inside, you'll discover the terrible secret of the observatory. Ernest, the nerd leader.
My brains against your brawn!
Sister works here. Says they serve Reese's for breakfast. I'm thinking candy. She said not candy, Reese's Puff cereal. Before I can order, she delivers. That Reese's cup taste, filling my spoon, one bite, and I'm spinning in a rush of peanut butter and chocolatey taste.
And Reese's Puffs is part of a good breakfast.
I love them so much, I'll leave her a tip. Reese's Puffs.
It's Reese's for breakfast. Oh, yeah. Drinks are on me. New Kool-Aid Blast
strawberry starfruit.
The coolest taste in the galaxy.
Want a Kool-Aid?
Blast off!
Keep your cool.
Japanese Christians exiled from Nagasaki also had a hand in the design of the church. The writing on the facade is believed to be their handiwork. Oh, I see. Even though only the front wall of the building remains, it still has a powerful presence. Just look at all the tourists. Definitely one of Macau's most popular tourist destinations.
Hi everyone, welcome to Macau. My name is Helder. My father is Portuguese and my mother is Chinese. Today, I'm going to tell you about how Macau became the preeminent gambling capital of the world. Originally, Macau was a small Chinese fishing village. During the 16th century, the Portuguese leased the territory. They turned Macau into a trading hub where goods flowed between Europe, China, and Japan. The town became enormously wealthy. Traces of that era are still found all over the city. Macau's casinos used to be more like social clubs. So how did gambling become the city's most lucrative industry? In 1999, Macau was transferred to China after having been governed by Portugal for over 400 years. Officially, it became Macau Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. Foreign businesses were invited to Macau, and effort was put into developing the gambling industry. The growth was astonishing. In 2006, Macau surpassed Las Vegas to become the world's largest center of gambling. The industry accounts for 80%.
Planning to take better care of yourself in the new year? Well, we can help. Come to Wendy's for an oven-hot plain-baked potato, small chili, and a side salad with fat-free French dressing from our 99-cent super value menu. It's a delicious meal with just 5 grams of fat. We call it our 05 and 04 plan.
Honey, how long have we been down here?
About 2.5 minutes.
Wendy's 99-cent super value menu. It's better here. And remember, you can eat great even later.
The heads of 4 leading computer game companies are selecting the best feature of the Atari XE game system. The system with the power to play computer games. Gentlemen, your decision?
Computer animation.
One at a time, please.
Lode Runner has 150 levels. High-tech animation is the story on the XE.
Sound effects are a must for summer games. The XE practically sings.
Flight Simulator needs computer power. Only the XE has it.
But look at the great graphics on Hardball.
So what's a great game system for playing your computer games?
The Atari XE.
They agree.
Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for hearing me.
Return to Lonesome Dove will continue.
Tonight, the legendary Bob Dylan. Bob!
Plus a few laughs with Charles Carroll on Late Show with David Letterman.
So then this really neat thing along with the game that in real life wrestling, when they have a pay-per-view event, they give you a code and you plug it into the game and it like puts the roster of the real event up and everything. So,
you got all the theatrics here.
Yeah, it's got the ring entrances,
Okay.
Hollywood Hogan. And once you get into the actual...
So let's see the action, All right, so what kind of controls, what moves can you make?
You can do just about anything you see on the real show.
Wow.
So you can do hip tosses, power slams, you can grab them from the back.
Okay, you're playing a computer player right now.
That's correct.
Okay.
I'm Goldberg, everybody's favorite. But one of the cool things that they did, and they tried to do, and they kind of did, is they kind of made it so that it has the feel of real wrestling. So there's always something crazy going on.
Right.
Like during the match, you'll see somebody just run in the ring from nowhere.
Okay. You can actually leave the ring, right? And in this game, the guy follows you, so it's not like just stuck in the ring.
Yeah, that's correct.
So you taunt them like in the real thing.
Yeah. Hopefully, I can get him to follow me. If he does, we can go backstage and fight in the parking lot. There we go.
All right.
Hurling flaming pins at you. Use the same strategy as before. Equip your shield and telekinetic powers to protect yourself from your dad's tough love and deflect the flaming pins back at the butcher. Sooner or later, he'll kneel down and accept his ass whooping. Hit him till you can't hit him no more, then send his sorry butt to the shredder.
Anyway, we're getting really sick of robots. You know, I mean, who isn't? So the point was to try something a little different, to sort of take a little sidestep away from our old theme. So we decided to try a new theme, a new direction with Total Annihilation Kingdoms.
How exactly are you continuing the TA legacy? What makes it the same brand of game?
It sort of fits the TA mold for a couple of reasons. One is the level of action is still really, really intense. It's sort of like Total Annihilation. Total Annihilation Kingdoms has just this sort of arcade style. Lots of big explosions, lots of things going on, hundreds of units clashing with each other. I mean, just a sort of a scale that you don't typically get with an RTS game.
What are some of the really cool things that we can expect to build in the game?
You know, with TA we had a lot of gizmos and gadgets and stuff like that, but you know, we're doing a fantasy thing now, so we decided to really just sort of boil it down to magic. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's demons and archers, there's swordsmen, a trebuchet, which is kind of this big piece of medieval siege equipment which can just shoot many, many screens. So it's an RTS game, and RTS games mean you start with something really small and simple and it's really easy. So you have these little weak guys walking around and they have something minor like this. And then from that you build up to the next level of weapon or technology, and that would be something more like this.
Oh my goodness.
So here you go.
Jeez, where do you keep this thing?
And that's pretty, on the wall and locked up. Then later, we get things, you build up to stuff like this. I mean, later on in the game, gods and wizards and all kinds of stuff are walking around, just leveling everything. So this is the kind of scale we're dealing with here.
I want to talk about multiplayer. That was huge.
Yeah, it was kind of our calling card. You know, it's really the thing that made the game live and live a long time too. You know, the fact that it had such an excellent multiplayer experience really just kept it going and going. But with TA, it's carnage. It's just a lot of action.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater!
Well, I'm here at Activision with a good friend of mine, Scott Pease, and we're talking about skateboarding.
Last year, of course, the 49ers, 15-1. Lost only to the Steelers. Beat the Giants and the Bears in the playoffs and beat Miami 38-16 in Super Bowl 19. They struggled this year, just as they did in the season of 82, following Super Bowl 16. Their win over Cincinnati following the 81 season. You recall, in 82, they were a 3-16. Third down and 10. The blitz is on. Read well by Montana. He gets it upfield. Gets the completion to Solomon, who's hit by Terry Jackson. Short of the first down, but inside the 35-yard line for a 6-yard pickup. Max Runiger comes out, the punter. Paul Scansey is deep. A field goal attempt by Wershing would be of about 52 yards. So the field goal kicker is out, or rather the punter is out, Runiger. And the 49ers are unable to cover before it gets into the end zone. The Seahawks will get it back on the touchback at the 20-yard line. And Dave Craig is wondering what has gone wrong tonight.
A new soft drink has come to town with a taste from Sunkist that'll turn you around.
I'm drinking up good vibrations, Sunkist orange tea sensations, bubbly orange jubilation. Sunkist is a taste sensation. I'm giving out orange vibrations, bubbly Sunkist sensations. Sunkist giving out good vibrations.
So, your milk chocolate and your peanut. Just like these, only bigger, right?
Yeah, but don't get any ideas because we're not just bigger, we're smarter too.
Wait, we're the same as those?
Go! Be free! Well, some of us are smarter anyway.
Under a physician's care for high blood pressure, ulcers, or asthma, then your choice of a non-prescription pain reliever is especially important. For millions of people like you, the one doctors recommend most is Tylenol.
Mini kisses cubiertos de dulce de chocolate, quisables son, quisables deliciosos, con chocolate Hershey's, quisables mini kisses, lo que todos esperaban hoy, quisables.
Pop the hood. The hood.
It's Twisted Metal 4, and Sweet Tooth is large and in charge with all the high-octane attitude you've come to know and love. 989 Studios.
Final week for the KFC 19-day December holiday special. A complete 10-piece family meal for just $10.99.
Final week?
Yes, ma'am. It's such a great deal, we could only make it available for a limited time.
Tell me more.
Sure thing. You get 10 pieces of delicious fried chicken,
wow,
large mashed potatoes with gravy, large coleslaw, and 4 hot buttermilk biscuits, all just $10.99 only at KFC. But hurry, the offer ends Sunday.
Mouth montage.
Whatever you do, don't lose that. The big one on the end of my.
Who's the what lady? That's a.
I'm my pants now.
She was my.
You look awful.
It could be gold 11 bears as far as you're concerned. Just them in. Not Martin Sheen.
Be quiet.
Jesus Christ.
I haven't heard cussing like that since I f***ed your mom.
Obviously, this game is not for children. Nor, apparently, is this review. The real cursing will begin once you realize how troublesome the gameplay is. Much like the first Getaway, the idea is to pull you into the seedy world of the story. That means there's no inventory to keep track of or life bar to worry about. You'll just bleed and bleed until you die. This is interesting and does make the game feel real. However, the main problem with trying to make a game hyper-realistic is that most people don't know the streets of London. And with no in-game map, you'll be constantly pressing pause to figure out how to get to your target. The redeeming feature of the driving is it moves well and breathes life into the streets of London. Just remember, they drive on the left side of the road. The biggest difficulty comes up when you're forced to do a stealth mission. Very little is offered in the way of camera movement, making it impossible to see all of your enemies. As you try to sneak past a guard, you'll be shot from behind.
I say, Reginald, she goes down easier than a top from Shaftesbury.
And don't even get me started on the escort missions. Would you just get in the car? Oh, great. Now you're dead. Black Monday seemed to be more concerned with creating a Guy Ritchie movie than with actually making a playable game.
Pretend I didn't see that.
While the story is entertaining,
It's my job.
more time should have been spent on making the game as engaging. Getaway, Black Monday, gets away with a 3 out of 5.
Gets away with. Who writes this?
I'll keep on shining. I'll keep on shining for you.
Won't you continue? There are more than 15,000 car accidents every day. That's why Allstate offers rewards for driving safely, all the time. With Allstate Safe Driving Bonus, every 6 months of safe driving gets you cash off your renewal bill. It's time to make your world a better place to drive. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
You know I love you, just as I know you love me and will indulge my final wishes. I want a simple ceremony, family and a few good friends. As we discussed, I want my ashes scattered around the big live oak at the river place. And try not to worry. I've prearranged everything with Porter Loring. They're good people and know just what to do.
Do we have to discuss this now?
It beats the alternative.
Good point.
Porter Loring. We'll take care of everything.
And I'm part of the team building 5G ultra wideband. It's already available in parts of select cities.
And it's rolling out in cities around the country. 25 times faster than today's 4G networks.
It's the fastest 5G in the world. This is 5G built right.
Hebert has Hilliard and a first down. Dalton Hilliard has a first down to the 24-yard line, a gain of 13. Vernon Dean, the former Redskin, makes the stop, and Hebert was in the middle of a lot of pressure getting rid of that ball.
Notice on the right side here, Stan Brock, he's looking in at the ball as it's being snapped, and he's partially deaf in his left ear, so when a big crowd like this is making a lot of noise, he's got to look down at the ball before the ball snaps. He cannot hear the signal.
Tough place for him to play. First down for the Saints on the 24. Saints have averaged nearly 8 yards on first down in this game so far. Wide receiver screen to Hilliard. Hilliard battles his way inside the 15-yard line. Melvin Jenkins on the stop and close to another first down for the Saints.
A lot of quarterbacks are wearing a lot of pads these days. Bobby Hebert's got his barrel on, and he really takes a shot from Jacob Green, though. The great thing about Hilliard is when he catches the ball outside like that, he's got a world of ability to make people miss and get yardage, and he's a very valuable player, not only as a running back, but as a wide receiver. He reminds me of an old teammate of mine by the name of Lionel Little Train James. We try to use him in the same type of position.
First down at the 14. 3-0. Seattle leading. Hebert tried to go to Eric Martin. It'll be second down.
This is a tough catch for Martin. It's a little bit high and a little bit hot. Here's the fake, kind of a poor fake, but it did draw the linebackers up, and then he delivers the ball too high. If the receiver makes that catch, he's probably not going to get into the end zone because he's stretched out. You want to get that ball down just a little bit lower. I know the receivers like it right in front of their nose so they can see it and make the catch and then get in the end zone.
Seattle's defense inside the 20. Saints have second down and 10.
Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball for Super Nintendo. Hey, Cito, could this game be any more real?
I don't think so.
Could this game be any faster?
I don't think so.
Could this game be any more fun?
I don't think so.
Could Ken Griffey Jr. win the series?
I don't think so.
Ken Griffey Jr. presents Major League Baseball, only on Super Nintendo.
Monitor this way, and then you'll see it come out real quick here.
And even those board charts resize themselves
Yes,
and reoriented themselves. Beautiful.
Barry James, just to make sure nobody thinks it's magic here, I mean, you weren't touching any buttons to do this,
No.
right? This is happening automatically inside the monitor. And just tell us what's making that happen.
Yeah, it's very simple. We have a little mercury switch in here, and so when you pivot it, it sends a signal back to the computer, and then it automatically resizes and knows that. And of course, in Windows, we send an event to Windows saying resize your Windows.
Yeah.
And Windows takes care of the rest for us.
Now, you've got two boards in front of you here. What are they?
Yes. This is the SVGA Multiview card. It is a companion with the full-page pivot.
That's what's in the pivot.
This is what's in the pivot. This is fully Super VGA and VGA compatible. It is also, with the software drivers we supply, the fastest board and software drivers in its class. We sell this product for $449, and we're really proud of this. And it's fully VGA compatible.
Okay. And the other board?
The other board, we're switching to our Mac line. This is a new board for us. This is the Precision Color 8X and 24X. This is the 24X version. We've done several things. One is, prior to this, we actually had two boards, which we sold for around $4,000. We've now done two ASICs, as you can see here, and we've put them together and got down to a single board, and we're selling this board for $19.99. So we reduced the price by a factor of 2. So this is causing a lot of excitement in the industry. The other thing that we've done is, for the first time, we drive a lot of other frequencies, so we can drive other people's monitors. For instance, we can drive Apple's monitor or Supermac or Radius or whoever. We can drive a lot of monitors. So it becomes kind of the universal solution. Not only is it the fastest board at the lowest price, it also can run any monitor.
All right,
Without rebooting.
Just without rebooting.
Yeah. Barry James, let's get to the other monitor you have here, your other Radius monitor, and tell us what you're going to explain on that.
Yeah. We just introduced this week at Comdex. This is the Precision Color Display 20, and we're real proud of this. This is
I'm on Star Trek Voyager. Monday at 8 on Channel 43.
Coach, what do you think? Son, it's not what you look like or how big you are. It's what you got deep down inside. You can't see it. It's hidden. But believe me, it's there. I made the team. No, not a chance. I was talking about this pizza.
The new triple-decker pizza from Pizza Hut, hidden inside two thin crusts, is a 6-cheese blend for a huge cheese taste.
You know, son, I do need another guard. Night, kid.
What a nice feeling, putting on fresh, pretty clothes. As the day goes on, there's a simple little way to get back that fresh dressed feeling with Carefree Panty Shields. Isn't it nice to know at any time you can recapture that fresh dressed feeling with Carefree Panty Shields? They're comfortable enough for every day. It's such a pleasant way to get back that nice, fresh dressed feeling.
Carefree Panty Shields, or deodorant Carefree Panty Shields.
If you've got a taste for something exciting, which drink has the right blend of flavor and nutrition?
Del Monte, pineapple grapefruit.
Del Monte Pineapple Blends. It's the sensible alternative. We grow refreshment.
People, this is not a test. We are at DEFCON 5. Alpha Sector. Check. Tango Sector. Check. Delta Sector.
Only Sega Saturn has 3 32-bit processors.
Delta Sector.
3 processors mean better gameplay.
Delta Sector, you hear me?
Sony PlayStation only has 1. 3, 2, 1. When you've got Sega Saturn, nothing else matters.
Sega!
Is there another way to pay for an evening out besides cash or credit cards? Hi, I'm Sally Fox.
And I'm Phil Amato. Thursday on Good Morning Jacksonville, how barters work.
And I'll talk to Dennis Quaid about flesh and bone and more. See you in the morning.
Get a head start on your day with the First Coast Morning News Team.
Watch Good Morning Jacksonville and today on TLV 12.
Your 24-hour news source.
One of the millionaire game at McDonald's. Whoa, I'll tell you what, winning. It's like a winners only zone here. If there was a maximum capacity on winners, this place would be over the limit. If you wanted to start a new country called Winneronia, you'd come here. If today was national, go to a place with lots of winners day. Hey, you get what I'm saying.
Play the millionaire game at McDonald's. Pick the correct answer and you win every time. You still have a chance to win cash on every card.
Winning. It's a McDonald's millionaire thing.
What happened to Patton? One of those huge offensive linemen that you talked about, Charlie. He gets one of his own players on the back of his legs right there. You saw one of his own players down on the back of his legs. Those big legs are just like little legs. You get that shot in the wrong place and they crumble.
First down, they mark at the 29-yard line. Play action fake. McMahon goes deep, has Jamie Holland, and it is no good. A flag down at the 30-yard line of the Seahawks. The official along the sideline signaled the incompletion. The official inside of him threw the flag against Dwayne Harper.
Interference, number 29 on the defense, first down.
Dwayne Harper right there and just sticks that arm across. I could have called that one, Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie, let's flash back just for a second. That Joel Patton injury is especially difficult because Brett Miller, who's the starting right tackle, already out of this game with a stiff neck. So Fitzpatrick in his place and now Joey Howard in place. So you've got 2 replacement tackles in there.
A 39-yard penalty on the interference and a first down. And here is Spencer. Gain of 5, second down and 5. David Wyman makes the tackle along with Jeff Bryant. The injury to Joel Patton, the same one that he suffered a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I talked to him yesterday about his legs. I said, are they healthy? And he just smiled and looked away, actually looked up at the ceiling, because at this time in the year, a lot of people are nursing injuries. But the big linemen very often not allowed to feel sorry for themselves. They said, the bone's not sticking through, back in the ball game.
Second and 5. Spencer again.
Now,
So you're here to save the world.
Everything you know about reality.
So what do you need? Guns. Lots of guns.
Everything you believe about the future.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy, because Kansas...
Please come visit us sometime. Bye.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The streets are bustling here, too. Ah, stairs. I think I'll go up. Let me check my map. After walking down the Avenue of Independence and meeting the boys doing parkour by the amusement park, I've arrived here. The stairs should take me to Old Town at the top of these hills. Wow, look at all the vendors lining the stairway. Hello. Here we are at the top. Old Town. It looks a bit different from New Town below. The buildings have their own distinctive style. This brown building is made of bricks. Oh, so pretty. Orange, red and pink. Are they bougainvilleas? What are they doing over here? Ah, it's a board game. Something like Go or chess. There are more people over here.
Looking for a way to make a better steak? Try something that actually makes the steak better. A 20-minute marinade in Lee & Perrins, Worcestershire. That's better. Making a chicken dinner better than usual is a little tricky. Now watch. Here comes the hard part. Lee & Perrins White Wine, Worcestershire for chicken and lighter foods.
For calling Weezy Collins Realty. When you have a home that you want sold, call Weezy Collins 764-8900. Give us your home. We'll sell it.
I usually start with the landscaping. I try to get the terrain going, the different levels of the hills around it, if there's going to be water or not. And then I visualize the house on the lot, and then I start building the house. And often I don't have any idea of what I'm going to build at all. I just start building, and a wall goes here, a wall goes there, and then it starts to take shape in my mind. And at that point, then I start going, oh, I can see this house.
Man, this is it's like love, man. When you just hit up those waves, it's like you could fall into that ocean forever and just forget about everything else. And when you're that exact moment, when you're just in it, and it feels like everything's just so perfect, it's like, man, it's a lot like love.
Hey,
Hey, let's play a game.
Game? Oh, you can play Einstein if you got some mind. You can be the red, and you can be the green, and you can be the yellow, and you can be the blue. But don't you touch Einstein until he tells you to. Einstein's a computer that's lots of fun. 4 can play or just 1. If you win, Einstein knows, but if you lose, Einstein goes.
Oh, Johnson.
Oh, you doesn't have to call it Johnson. Its name is Einstein. Or you can call it Ein, or you can call it Stein.
In tests, people who took Unison fell asleep an average of 23 minutes faster than those who didn't. You can't buy a more effective sleep aid without a prescription. Take Unison and fall asleep faster.
Ben Franklin has everything in Christmas trimmings. Come see their complete selection of home and tree decorations. Beautiful tree lights, tree trimming, window decorations, and much, much more. It's true, Ben Franklin has the biggest and best selection in town. Christmas sweets are a must. They feature kitchen-fresh, delicious Christmas candies at reasonable prices. And you'll get helpful, friendly service at Ben Franklin in Williston and Crosby. The Williston store will be open every night till Christmas, and the Crosby store will be open evenings starting December 4th.
Secretary Clark Clifford at the Pentagon to pursue the subject, but still in a general way. The Kennedy people insist the commission idea developed only during a mutual back and forth with the White House. But according to the administration's version, Kennedy demanded as his price of withdrawal that the president go on television to state that a complete revision of the Vietnam War policy was needed, and that, too, the commission be selected from a list supplied by Kennedy himself, a list that included Edwin Reischauer, Kingman Brewster, Roswell Gilpatrick, Mike Mansfield, George Aiken, John Sherman Cooper, and Generals Loris Norstad and Matthew Ridgway. Clifford then presented the plan to the president, whose reaction was described as immediate and definite, a no. The president gave 4 reasons. 1, it would be a political deal. 2, it would boost the morale in Hanoi. 3, it would usurp the powers of the presidency. And 4, the commission would not be an objective group. Late Thursday, Secretary Clifford passed the no on to Sorensen. On Saturday morning, Senator Kennedy announced his candidacy. Roger Mudd, CBS News, Washington.
From Washington, this has been a bulletin from CBS News.
2 college co-eds 3,000 miles apart both vanish on the same night.
I knew something bad had happened to my baby.
Can one explanation solve both baffling cases?
We never give up hope that Kristen will be found.
A race against time. Parents need your help to win. Plus, this intriguing mystery.
A fall from a horse transforms a teenager's life into inescapable pain. But one day, the pain just stopped.
She did have a miraculous healing.
Unsolved Mysteries at 8 p.m. tonight, only on Lifetime.
Along with me, wanna ride with you? My horse, High Stepper, does something really cool. It's hard to believe what we see with our eyes. You walk all alone, what a surprise! They're off! Take the trail to fun, High Stepper, you know the way. Lead us to adventure, let's ride every day! Yay! High Stepper, we love riding with you.
High Stepper horse does not run or jump in any way, but when you turn her on, she walks. Batteries and dolls not...
Nobody has moved down to better seats. And there are some better ones remaining. I think that's great. Elway with the shotgun. Did he get it? It was Watson going after it. Yes! Steve Watson's first reception of the ball game, his second reception since he came back off of that injury of 6 rib, and he gets another great ovation.
They love Watson here in Denver, and he came back from a severe injury, 6 broken ribs about 10 weeks ago. Watch the slide. One of the reasons that Watson has been around as long as he has, not because of his great speed or his great moves, because he's able to dive after footballs, go after everything. He comes up with the incredible catch. That's been his trademark, and he just does it again, even in the snow.
A free agent in 1979. This is his 9th season. Played his collegiate ball at Temple. A great favorite here in Denver. First down. Here's Winder on the draw with a couple of yards. They've been looking for a nickname for Steve Watson. Finally, they kind of call him the Blade because he's rather slender. And they said, oh, that fits. They had some fancy ones. They said, no, that's the best one.
Well, they went to RoboCop last week. He's got so much padding on because of those 6 broken ribs that they began calling him RoboCop.
And he's there staying warm, gathered around. Number 81, Steve Watson. Winder and Lang are the running backs. Ricky Nattiel, the wide receiver, to the near side, and he starts in motion. Winder for 3 or 4 yards. Billy Ray Smith makes the tackle. When Nattiel, the wide receiver, came outside and had his hands inside of his jersey, you almost knew that it was not going to be a pass.
Yeah, I could say that's a definite key if I was a defensive.
Saw hyperspace and outfight a constant stream of aliens.
Presents? Did someone say presents? A present for moi?
I once got a present. Wow, special delivery. I'll look for the present somewhere else.
When you buy your kids McDonald's Happy Meal featuring Muppet Babies, they get a Muppet Babies figure with a push toy different Muppet Babies can share, plus neat cutouts on the box.
Kermit, surf's up.
McDonald's Happy Meal featuring Muppet Babies. Collect all 4.
Including moi.
It's more than a brunch. It's a banquet. So today, it's more than coffee. It's Le Café.
Something smells delicious.
Sure does. What's she brewing in there? Introducing the premium ground coffee with subtle flavors of chocolatey mocha, spicy cinnamon, indulgent amaretto. One sip will tell you this is no ordinary coffee.
Mocha.
With coffee like this, who needs dessert?
It's more than coffee. It's Le Café from General Foods International Coffees.
Clac, clac, chac. Détonne le coup secret. Le choc chac. Chaque fou le plus puissant des jeux de combat sur Sega Mega Drive et Super Nintendo. Chac Kilo, 2m16, 136 kilos. Le style chac, le kung fu, chaque attaque, la clac chac, le choc chac. Chaque fou le plus puissant des jeux de combat sur Sega Mega Drive et Super Nintendo. Chac
Discovery Channel's high-quality programming lets viewers explore their world. And we want to take you to the happiest place on Earth, Disneyland. Just mail a postcard with your name, address, and phone number to the Discovery Channel Disneyland Sweepstakes. One family of 4 will win 3-day Disneyland Flex passports, stay at the Disneyland Pacific Hotel, and fly American Airlines, the new choice in the West. Don't miss the classic attractions that make Disneyland Park famous. Explore your world with the Discovery Channel and visit Disneyland.
Hello everyone and welcome to the world premiere of a brand new program at QVC called The World of Nintendo. And if you are even the least bit interested in video games, this is going to be a power-packed hour for you. We are introducing for the first time anywhere some games, and we're going to be bringing you for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System some of the most popular of the games in years past as well. We have a special guest in Megan Ferris, who will be here in a moment. She is a Nintendo play counselor, and she has a lot to tell us about the games. And we have some friends down here, Jason and Hassan, who you're going to meet in a moment, who are doing a little bit of playing. There they are, right in front of me. Let me show you what's in the hour first, and then we'll bring Megan out here, and we'll get to playing some of these games. We're going to start out with the world premiere of a brand new game. This is called The Illusion of Gaia, and it's a sequel to Soul Blazer in a lot of ways. And it is a 16 meg game, sharp, glossy graphics, great music. It's puzzling enough to be challenging, but not impossible. And it even has battery backups to save your adventure. It's a role-playing game. And these are some of the hottest games on the market right now, the role-playing games. This is advanced orders only. We will ship it to you on September 7th. Nobody else in the world will have it before September 20th. So you will have this game and have mastered it, or your kids will anyway, before anybody else gets it. It's $69.28, E8453. Brand new and really a great game. We're also going to feature for you E5115, which is the Super Nintendo 16.
Everybody wants the W. Everybody likes the W. Come on, baby, watch the WB.
To win, Butch by 7/100ths of a foot. Well, I'll tell you what, Jim, I've known him for years. Like I say, in the 60s, he was a modified eliminator drag race, and he went over and does a lot of engine building for circle tracks. We're glad to have him in this sport. How about giving a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, super modified two-wheel drive, Mr. Jim Lyons out of Louisville, Kentucky. If you wear the high-dollar britches, you help sponsor Stitches. Thank you very much, Jim.
We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nickelodeon, the only network for...
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Why is Nickelodeon the only network for?
Why? Eat all the morsels. Please don't eat them all. 'Cause if you eat all the morsels, your cookies will be bald. It's Nestle's Old House morsels that make the cookies taste so great.
Vanessa, want to see my beetle? Hey, Alex, want to see my dragonfly?
Good one, Vanessa.
When you buy your kids a $1.99 hamburger Happy Meal, they can choose a cool Transformer figure or an adorable Littlest Pet Shop toy in special boxes with punch-outs or trading cards, one with each Littlest Pet Shop Transformers Happy Meal.
Okay, listen to this one. Why do robots keep batteries in their wallets? Because they like to charge everything.
Boy, am I glad I got my sense of humor from you, Mom.
Have you had your break today?
Ow! Let's check it out.
Introducing the newest WWF Wrestling Buddies, Big Boss Man and Jake the Snake Roberts. Clunk 'em, plonk 'em. Wrestling Buddies want to be your buddy.
Buddy, what's going on?
Nothing, officer.
Body Slam!
Hey, who's the wise guy?
Big Boss Man!
Murphy, what's going on?
Nothing, Sarge. Big Boss Man and Jake the Snake Roberts, the newest WWF Wrestling Buddies from Tonga, each sold separately.
Stethoscope doesn't work, are we not?
Make me beautiful. You're in good hands.
Nothing cuts deeper
Christian Troy's back in action
than the naked truth.
Get out of this house!
We never talked about a monogamous relationship.
Nip Tuck, an all-new episode, Tuesday at 10, only on FX.
Tell its story. It contains painful and controversial subject matter, but the filmmaker, Michael Verhoeven, has it all narrated in a conversational, detached style by the heroine. We see her standing on the walls of monuments of her town and describing events as if they were happening in some kind of fable. And this distancing effect is fashionable right now, I know, as a way of creating an ironic space between a movie and its subject matter, but the story contained in The Nasty Girl is potentially so strong that I think the most effective style would have been straightforward realism. Here's a movie that gets in the way of its own message.
You know, I think if that movie had been made in the more traditional way that you're talking about, I think then we could have said, oh, come on, we've seen that story before. We know the German people, or many of them, have tried to hide past involvements. What are we learning here new? I think what this director does is use a little humor, takes a more realistic situation, just like you were talking about in the last picture, oddly enough, Home Alone, where here's a girl, a real person, she's got some problems, she also has a sense of humor about the thing, she's trying to, actually she's trying to succeed in her little craft, she sort of stumbles upon this little secret, it's not her sole search, this is not a heavy-handed film. I thought that approach was fresh.
This movie doesn't give you an emotional payoff, it doesn't generate anger, it doesn't generate indignation, it's an exercise in style. It's not an indignant movie in a direct way.
I think you can feel the anger real quickly when you're taken in surprise and see what's being withheld from her. I felt that.
Coming up next, in honor of Rocky V's reconfigured upbeat ending, we're going to talk with the director of Pretty Woman, another happy ending movie about how this script's ending was changed too. And that
happier ending given to Rocky V. Sylvester Stallone originally wanted Rocky to die, and he wrote his original script that way, but the studio said, no, everyone wants to have a good time at the movies, you don't kill legends. But all too often, I think Hollywood filmmakers confuse a good time with a happy ending. I prefer what I call life goes on endings every once in a while, maybe more than every once in a while. Endings where some problems may be resolved, but not all of them. An ending like in one of my most
rid of the football.
All right, 2:07. And it is 2nd down and 10. The ball just outside of the Washington 35-yard line. Seahawks, after this play, will have the 2-minute warning to stop the clock. So they have all kinds of options here. 3-man rush for the Redskins. Going deep, and it is caught. Largent at the 11-yard line. The ball was down. The ground caused the fumble. 24 yards. Largent with his 2nd reception of the ball game. And there is still life in the Seattle Seahawks.
As long as Steve Largent is on the football field, there's life in the Seattle Seahawks. This is a catch of an all-timer, of a future Hall of Famer. A big day for him, whether he caught another one or not. But look at this, up in the air, taking it away from 2 people, and in a key situation.
Ooh. Questionable if the fumble was caused by the ground or not. We're going to come back with that. Right now, the 2-minute warning, but don't worry, we'll have that one for you again. Almost too close to call.
Yeah, it really is very close to call. He makes the catch. Now watch as he twists, trying to just get to the ground. Is his knee down there?
Now, if it is, then it's down.
Because there's the ball coming out. But that's awfully close, because from that angle, you really can't see his knee.
And we got to tell you, in all honesty, we've looked at it about 4 times, and we've vacillated back and forth on which it was.
But you've got to surmise his knee was down, but on that angle, he's blocked by the defender.
That's right. He could be. If he's laid out and the knee's not down, then it is a fumble.
And it is
inconclusive. Inconclusive is the report from Art McNally, replay official. And I agree, boy, that is inconclusive. That's a perfect word.
That is a good call.
1st and 10, Craig in zone, and he overthrows Byron Franklin. Boy, he's getting rid of that ball in a hurry, though. It only took 3 seconds.
Right, and that's in that situation, it's a good idea, but it was a little bit of a dangerous pass.
Curtis Jordan and Vernon Dean had the coverage. Craig has completed 17 of 26, 185 yards. Suffered the interception.
Surplus en bandera road tiene 50 tamaños de lonas a prueba de rupturas. Gran variedad en bolsas de lona. Chamarras de cacería, 49.98. Chamarras de vedor, 49.98. Chamarras de motociclistas, 199. Chamarras de vedor en piel, 199. Chalecos de piel, 69.98. Camisas y pantalones de camuflaje, 19.98. Botas para la selva, 29.98. Botas de combate, 49.98. Botas de ciclista y Red Wings, 69.98. Literas con colchón incluido. National Army Surplus, 5.600. Bandera road, 680-3322. 2 cuadras dentro del 410.
Heard him yelling in the castle.
Fix me.
His name's Big Frank.
Fix me.
I said, I'm going to fix you. No talking monster, Big Frank.
I'll fix you, Big Frank. Monster Boy fixed. Good. How do you feel now, Frank?
I'm alive. It's always fun to fix him. My talking monster, Big Frank.
Thank you. Big Frank talks and his eyes light up. Batteries not included.
Fix me.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will not believe this. Mr. Lesba.
At the Popeyes Cajun Chicken Festival, the chicken is king.
Okay, people, let's kick it into high.
Now tell me, Chef, why do people love Popeye's chicken?
I marinate each piece in a secret blend of Cajun spices. Then, I batter and fry them to perfection. Booyah! It's my passion.
Easy, man. It's just chicken.
Security!
West Side, the Century Plaza Hotel and Tower, a Westin hotel.
Ballroom dancing has a long, proud history of being the inspiration for marvelous movie romance, from Astaire and Rogers through the Australian Strictly Ballroom. In the most entertaining new Japanese film, Shall We Dance, the subject is really personal growth as a beaten-down businessman decides to loosen up a bit.
そして一番大切なのは、自分の右サイドを相手の右サイドから絶対に離さないこと。いい？
His loosening up, however, is nothing compared with that of a business colleague who affects the persona of a punk until an accident at a big competition.
そんなに気になるんだったらさ、カツラなんか初めから被んなきゃいいのよ。お前に俺の気持ちが分かってたまるかよ。ハゲ親父の気持ちなんか分かるわけないでしょ。あったよ。被んなきゃいいんだろこんなもん。
Don't let the cultural differences put you off. Uptight characters are universal, and so is the liberating power of music. It's a most entertaining movie. Shall we dance?
I think it is, too. I think it may be this year's foreign film that breaks through, like Cinema Paradiso or Like Water for Chocolate, because it's so universal in the story of a man who secretly goes to take ballroom dancing lessons and through that learns how to cure a lot of the things that are wrong with his life and with his family. And at the same time, it's a comedy.
And there's a real joy to this picture, and I think that'll be what sells it. Well, let's recap the movies we reviewed on the show. 2 thumbs up for the touching alien adventure Contact. A split vote on This World, then The Fireworks, the incest-laden crime story. It's stylish filmmaking by Michael Oblowitz, to be sure, but Roger felt the story had much more weight than I did. 2 thumbs down on the children's comedy A Simple Wish, with Martin Short as a fairy godmother. 2 thumbs up for Spike Lee's striking new documentary, 4 Little Girls. It's not just a history lesson, it's a high drama. 2 thumbs up for the archival release of the original 1945 version of The Big Sleep, not to be missed by film fans. And finally,
in the shadow of night, in the silence before dawn, one man fights to give hope to the poor in a desperate,
it's time.
With winter upon us, Nissan would like to remind you that the Pathfinder SEV 6 4-door was judged 4x4 of the year by 4-Wheel and Off-Road magazine. What are you waiting for? Christmas?
World of pleasure life. Cherish life and never waste.
Everyone loves a sunshiny day. We're gonna keep it that way. That's clean is better than dirty, and dirty's meaner than clean.
It's all lend a helping hand. Mario can't do it alone. He'll spray his water to fly around and clean the sludge that's on the ground.
That's clean is better than dirty, and dirty's meaner than clean.
Super Mario Sunshine, only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Johnny B.
You are watching Tom and Jerry Kids.
Missing since January has been found.
I came to Volcanica to bring home Crunchium, the stuff that makes my cereal crunchy sweet. Soon we'll be on our way.
Sure you will. The Captain's in trouble, but you can help him by playing a free CD-ROM game found inside specially marked double packs of Captain Crunch. It's a full version game with unlimited play, where the competition is fierce. And right now, you can capture the game free for a limited time. Good luck.
The way it works is, you buy a ticket, then go in.
My friends told me to meet him here, but the previews are starting.
So?
They won't know I'm here.
We'll tell them.
You sure?
Yeah, we're just waiting for a
windfall?
A bus.
I thought we were. Oh.
Thanks.
Follow me.
Your tickets?
Oh, we don't need tickets. We're Mac's imaginary friends.
You're imaginary?
Right?
Very imaginary.
Yeah.
But I can see you.
Well, you must have a great imagination.
But I thought imaginary friends looked crazy and freaky and, oh, go ahead.
Come on, guys.
Did they show you their tickets?
They're imaginary. They don't need tickets.
Were you born yesterday?
I don't know.
Hi, we're Mac's imaginary friends. He should have
Oh, you're
tickets.
imaginary. And you shouldn't feel this and this and this.
I think he felt it.
Meet back here in 1 hour. And remember, you break, you buy, so keep your hands in your pockets. If you have hands.
Hey, Beatnik, park your magic bus somewhere else. You're lousing up my hall.
Sorry, sir. I'll be in and out in no time.
Miss Bellum, get me the Powerpuff Girls.
The adult has infiltrated the outer perimeter with some sort of ridiculous armored transport. Unload the cheese on it.
Hallmark. At our house, we have a tradition we started with our first daughter. Each year, we let the girls pick out a new Christmas ornament. It's always a Hallmark. It's a big deal to them because it's their ornament, and they always remember which ones are theirs. Last night, after the kids had gone to bed, I looked at the tree and could just see all the memories.
Ball 2004, rated E for everyone. From EA Sports, now on Engage.
New juicy fruit grape melon. Cool.
Ah! Wait, what are you doing, man? Mine.
Gotta have Twisted Sweet.
Yeah.
Gotta have the Twisted Fruit combinations of new Juicy Fruit, Graper Melon, and Schrappleberry.
Fresh, delicious, Brock's chocolate-covered peanuts and peanut clusters, made with a lot of care because Brock's selects only the finest peanuts, fresh roasts them, then dips them not once, but twice in Brock's own rich, real milk chocolate. No wonder they're America's #1 choice for fresh, delicious candy with every bite.
Nobody treats America like Brock's.
Every tube of Colgate Tartar Control toothpaste is an amazing new micro-cleansing formula that leaves your teeth with a feeling of clean. That speaks for itself. Getting teeth really clean takes Colgate Tartar Control.
Evil fog! Cyclone, use your whirling powers to investigate! Around and around I go! To die, Cyclone, with Mr. Fly! You can't stop my whole evil art when Cyclone spins! Evil never wins!
Cyclone from the Masters of the Universe collection. Each toy sold separately. From Mattel.
Up and he's drunk, and he has a bad hangover, and he's just saying bad words all over the place. And this was on the N64, which was at the time didn't really have very many bad games.
First of all, it's a cartoon, so, parents are gonna think, oh, it's a sweet game. Get a couple minutes into it, you're a drunk squirrel running around.
Conker's Bad Fur Day is controversial for many reasons. The one that I think is the best is having a boss monster called the Great Mighty Boo, who is going to throw his doo-doo at you while you are throwing toilet paper in his mouth in order to defeat him. Comedy platinum right there.
It was strange because you had this sort of cartoony Nintendo game, yet it was this really mature content. It was actually a really fun game when it came out, but yeah, it was controversial, I guess, because it had, some suggestive language and some suggestive scenarios, and it was pretty violent.
Beauty isn't the only thing that's in the eye of the beholder. What may go over the line for me may be just fine for you. We asked around to see what people consider to be the most controversial thing they've ever seen in a game, and we couldn't find anybody good, so we went with these guys.
Probably the most controversial thing I've seen in a game is probably Vice City. Just everything society deems wrong, you can just do at the drop of a hat.
I think a lot of controversial games that are out nowadays is, some of the war games, you got terrorists and the whole politically correct, or they call the opposing forces instead of terrorists now because of what's happened.
That's tough because I don't consider wanton violence very controversial. In the game Metal Gear Solid, it opens a lot of issues about nuclear arms and nuclear buildup, a lot of current issues.
There's a game called Narc coming out soon. Part of the game is taking drugs. You take weed to turn everything into bullet time because it slows it all down. Speed gets your energy up, and there's other stuff as well. But I mean, that kind of game will attract so much controversy.
One of the most controversial things I've ever seen in a game was actually from a Sierra game called Phantasmagoria. This was a live-action video game, and I mean, it included sort of full-on sex scenes and nudity and stuff like that. It really just sort of pushed limits, and that game to me was defined as basically trying to shock you. It definitely made me say, wow, I mean, the game industry, they really want to shock you with this game, and they definitely accomplished that.
The fun is back, oh yes siree. It's the 2600 from Atari. It's the video system with classics galore, from Space Invaders to cars that roar. A real hip joystick controls the screen. Solaris is hot and Midnight Magic's mean. And one more thing, it's got a special low price, under $50. $50? Now isn't that nice? The fun is back, oh yes siree. It's the 2600 from Atari.
We Italians, we love love. We love life. But most of all, we love pasta. Our #1 favorite, pasta barilla.
Sì, barilla.
Ordinary pasta can stick and clump. But imported pasta barilla is always perfect, always.
Al dente.
In Italy, our favorite pasta has one name.
Barilla.
The #1 love of Italians. You'll also love authentic Barilla pasta sauce.
Very good.
Extraordinary words for a movie that no words can capture. Newsweek calls Field of Dreams a magical and moving ride. So perfect it's like a miracle, says Roger Ebert.
Are you a ghost?
Kevin Costner scores again with a wonderful performance, says Pat Collins. And Gene Shalit calls Field of Dreams a masterwork of wonderment.
Is this heaven?
Kevin Costner.
Moppel hat Angst vor Müllmäusen.
Nippon, leicht und locker, das doppelte Vergnügen.
Ist der nicht ein bisschen groß für dich? Nee, ich bin ein bisschen klein für ihn.
Beanballs, beanballs, cute and cuddly beanballs, 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 full of surprise. Open up a beanball, 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 and you'll find a little beanball sucked inside. Just how many you will get is a surprise.
Control or via the front panel and just press a button, and you're going from 640 by 480 off the Macintosh. Now we switch to the PC, which has a high-resolution graphic card running at 1280 by 1024. And you can see a 3D solid CAD image here.
All right, well, show me the Israeli software running here. This looks like a slide. I mean, can you show me the program actually doing something?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so we see
bring us back and
we're
we'll start
a PC
to redraw.
application here.
Right, we'll start to redraw here.
And what are the features this, besides it's being very big, I mean, what else is nice about this monitor that's being exhibited right now?
Well, the monitor can be used in a variety of different applications. The most important thing about this version of the monitor is that it syncs at 1280 by 1024. Prior models of the unit only went to lower resolution ranges, and you can go all the way down to video as well, which we can switch from.
Okay, yeah, so we're looking at the output of the PC. Now show me the output of the Laserdisc player.
Right, if just press the Video 1 button, and we're going from the 1280 by 1024, syncing all the way down to NTSC.
And so I could be working with all these three devices during a presentation. Say, have something come out of the Mac, out of the PC, out of the Laserdisc player, boom, boom, boom.
Right, they can all be previously connected to the monitor and then just switched off the remote control.
Okay, can you get me back to the Macintosh?
Yes, it's just a matter of pressing the
This makes me feel
RGB
better
1.
seeing a real computer screen here.
Right.
Okay, now I see you have a control panel in the front, Craig. What do you do with that? What kind of
Yeah, as you can
controls
see,
do I
the
have?
control panel below is similar to the functions that we have on a remote control for somebody that's standing up by the unit. Go through for your basics of power on and off, your basic setup functions and switch sourcing you can do from the front. It's all digital controls.
yeah.
Which,
all right, last question, Craig, and I hesitate to ask it. How much does it cost for this monitor?
the monitor is quite affordable, actually. It's available under $10,000.
Okay, thank you very much. That's our look at display technology. Stay tuned now for this week's computer news on Random Access.
Give me the world's largest pearl, or I'm coming in after you with my super bare hands. I didn't know it was a black pearl with a fuse in it.
It isn't. That's a bomb.
Nonsense, Fred. I know a bomb when I see one.
Reach out! Give me some!
Credit problems need a car? Hi, I'm Mike Kane. You know, folks, I need special glasses to read all these credit ads in the newspaper. Call Mr. Magic, call the credit doctor, LB Fun Writer. Unbelievable. At Kane Auto Exchange, we're not going to insult you. We're going to finance you a good, affordable car. We've been doing it since 1921. Call 398-1660 today.
Fairly financing folks for over 70 years. Kane's Auto Exchange, 6400 Brook Park Road.
The difference between RAM and ROM. RAM, ROM. anyone?
Buying a back-to-school computer shouldn't mean going back to school. At Computer Renaissance, we'll help you put together a used or new system that makes sense. And we back it up with expert service.
Gigabyte.
So all you need to know is the way to Computer Renaissance.
8 metro locations plus St. Cloud. And now open in Maplewood and Wilmer.
Hey, Colorado, I've got my show. Is this a great country or what?
Dad, you know what happened last time.
Airhead's Extremes. Extremely sweet, extremely sour. Airhead's Extremes. Extremely out of control.
Mom, you did it again. Show yourself!
I am power! Beowulf, rated PG-13, November 16th.
You cleaned the kitchen sink!
Honey, all I did was...
Use New Blue Ajax cleanser. Get you out of the kitchen fast.
Look, pot marks take the time. Even steel wool can't do the job. But watch Ajax with blue chlorine. Just a soft sponge and pot marks gone fast.
Honey, all I did was...
Get out of the kitchen fast. Get Ajax, now in plastic, too.
Centuries, the little town of Acme Falls was a land of peace, prosperity, and mime. But when a greedy king taxes the good citizens to the point of poverty, it's up to 3 brave orphans to save the town and make their wildest wish come true.
I wish for...
Cartoon Network's Cartoon Theater presents Wacko's Wish next Sunday at 10 on Cartoon Network.
When Central Florida makes news in Washington, Newswatch 6 reporter Carolyn Gorman is there to bring it home to you. Based in Washington, Gorman sheds light on the politics surrounding our issues and events. Only Newswatch 6 has a full-time reporter in Washington, keeping watch on the decisions being made in our nation's capital that affect our lives here in Central Florida. Carolyn Gorman, Newswatch 6 Washington Bureau Chief, bringing Central Florida news home to Florida.
It's all about business.
You're gonna be a partner!
Until fate stepped in.
You saved my life.
Do you ever think about that night in the park? It was the best time I've ever had.
Now, her happily ever after
You met a guy?
is about to turn into a living hell.
This is my fiance, Eddie.
Jennifer Lopez, Matthew McConaughey, The Wedding Planner.
Make a vow to watch great movies. Call Cox and order Cinemax today.
I needed surgery for my hemorrhoids. I was itching, and the burning was so painful. But my doctor said they weren't serious. I didn't need surgery, and to use Preparation H. She specifically said Preparation H by name. That's what I trust, and that's what I'll use.
Preparation H, trusted by millions to often help relieve the hemorrhoidal symptoms of itching, burning, and painful irritation for hours.
I feel great. I'm glad I trusted Preparation H.
Trust doctor-recommended Preparation H.
About Vagisil Feminine Powder, the first feminine powder to help control moisture. It lets you feel confidently fresh and dry. Vagisil Powder.
This is me before my first perm and after. It didn't take. Me before my second perm. It took 8 months to grow out. Me before my third perm. Precisely Right by Ogilvy. Risky? Nah. It's got automatic shut-off timing, so Precisely Right can over-perm. This is me with a Precisely Right home perm. So, somebody take our picture.
Entertainment industry and needed to grow up and mature in terms of how it presented itself, both to the public policy community, but as well to the media.
The ESA, in turn, establishes the Entertainment Software Ratings Board, or the ESRB.
Once the ratings system was created and the ESRB was created, and you had a T rating, or you had even an M rating, now it was a situation where you look at it in a different way, because now it's what audience do I want to reach? What kinds of tools do I want to use to reach that audience?
It's not a government-mandated system. It's a voluntary system to assess the content of games and provide parents with the ability to accurately gauge what it is they're buying for their children, which is a lot more detailed. The amount of specification in those rating systems is a lot more detailed than some other parallel industries bring to bear.
For a time, it seems that all is well.
One of the things we're most proud of is the rating system really has been a leader in providing good information for consumers to understand what's in the game. When we set up the system, we set it up not just to provide information on age appropriateness of the game, but also what's the content that drove the rating. So each game has an age descriptor, an age symbol on the front of the box. And on the back of the box, it repeats the age symbol and also has a box that says, here's the kind of content that influenced the ratings.
I think the ESRB has done a lot of good. It's becoming more effective every year.
The parent, particularly, and other consumers can pick it up and say, oh, this game is rated teen for mild violence and strong language, or it's rated M because it has intense violence and blood and gore or a sexual theme. And so it's very simple, very easy for a parent to quickly understand, this is what's in the game, is it appropriate for my child?
The formation of the ESRB doesn't stop public outcry against all violent games. There are still a handful of titles that manage to get watchdog groups up in arms.
Armageddon was basically an okay game that got a lot of press and a lot of attention because it had the violent element.
This Halloween, party with your favorite monsters during Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios, Florida. And right now, carve out savings of up to $16 off admission with this special coupon you'll find on 2 liters of Pepsi. For details, visit a Pepsi display near you. Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios. Hurry to Ticketmaster today for advance tickets, while you can still slash the price.
X is for extra silky. X is for extra dazzling. And X is for extra body. Introduce your hair to Flex Extra Body Shampoo with balsam and protein. Plus, an extra Revlon bodybuilder no other shampoo has. Feel the extra rich lather, the extra silky body you get. X marks the spot. X marks the winner. X marks Flex Extra Body Shampoo and Extra Body Conditioner, too. From Revlon. Extra beautiful.
Being married to a dentist, we're always getting free samples of toothpaste. But what do? I buy Mentadent.
Mentadent has all 3 ingredients dentists recommend most for the care of teeth and gums.
Fluoride, baking soda, and peroxide. These are the ingredients my husband recommends. On your toothbrush, into your mouth, as you're brushing, you can feel bubbles everywhere. Hundreds of bubbles all over your mouth, giving you a fresh, clean feeling. Mentadent's accepted by the American Dental Association. My husband would never recommend a product that wasn't.
Who's really yummy? Who's got fun in his tummy?
Piggy belly.
Yummy, yummy. Who's gonna please you when you give him a squeeze?
Piggy belly.
Yummy, yummy. I wanna hug you. I wanna kiss you. I wanna squeeze you so tight.
New Piggy Belly, the lovable, laughable piggy that holds candy you can share with your friends.
Piggy belly.
Yummy, yummy.
New Piggy Belly, Skittles candies included.
2 connectors.
Yeah, which actually NVIDIA makes cards that do those. ATI makes cards that do that. Matrox is a great company. They've fallen behind in the 3D race, but they still make really great drivers, really solid cards. They pride themselves on the quality of the video and the color.
Appian is another dual head card. No,
Appian's a lot more expensive.
That's kind of high end.
Appian is a company that's primarily, and I know I'm going to get an email because somebody from Appian's probably watching, but they primarily sell to, if you're
designers.
a Wall Street company that has 400 guys in a big room and all of them have to have 5 computer monitors in front of them. That's a classic Appian application where they'd have multiple outputs on those.
If I had to pick one, I'd say Matrox, although you probably get great prices on the NVIDIA because they're just cranking them out.
If you shop around, basically the 9200, the 9000, the 8500, the 9600, because you're not really worried about 3D gaming performance, you can focus, look for something with the right DVI output or VGA output. You'll be golden.
You think $100, $150?
Probably.
Somewhere around there?
If you want to start spending big money on the latest Matrox, you might be able to get all the way up there around $200.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the call, Rick. Good question. Stay where you are, folks. Coming up next, we'll check our inbox. And final word, Screensavers continue. Stay right.
Come see the show in person. If you're going to be in the San Francisco Bay Area and you'd like to join the Screensavers live on the set, go to www.techtv.com/ticketline for information and to request tickets. Go there so we can see you here.
This is what we do.
Ever feel like you're missing out on mobile internet because smartphone plans cost too much? Well, T-Mobile's here to help. With America's largest 4G network, Facebook, gaming, entertainment, the best of what the internet has to offer right at your fingertips. T-Mobile gives you all this for just $49.99.
Introducing T-Mobile's best plan ever. Unlimited data, talk, and text. 2 lines, just $49.99 each. From America's largest 4G network. Now faster than ever.
T-Mobile.
USA's hit series returns. In Plain Sight. All new season. Premieres tomorrow at 10 on USA. Characters welcome.
Tomorrow, Law & Order CI has a different kind of lineup for you. All of your favorite episodes back to back. I really like that. The Law & Order Criminal Intent Marathon starts tomorrow morning at 9. Then catch the Criminal Intent season premiere tomorrow night at 9 on USA. Characters welcome.
Machine Man here. I'm so excited about the Micro Machines Transport Chopper that I'm going to land that chopper in the palm of my hand. Wow! Why, it's a simply amazing Micro Machines Transport Chopper. With 2 totally terrific decks opening and closing doors, a fantastic fold-down ramp, and real rotating rotors landed in your hand, Chopper Man. The Micro Machines Transport Chopper from Galoob. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing!
Kate's texting us from her dinner with Jeff. He brought her flowers. Oh. He took her to Chez Francois. Nice. He went to Jared.
Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry, has 5 times the selection of ordinary jewelry stores, so you'll find the perfect gift every time. Only gold glows.
It's for you.
Do you have brothers?
Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry.
Introduces a perfect summer meal, only 450 calories, and for a limited time, only $4.10.
Here's a great idea for those hot summer days when you feel like having a refreshing meal. A Swiss chalet quarter chicken with fresh salad. A perfect summer combination. Very tasty. Now, to reach every bit of that tender chicken, I'll probably use my fingers. But the salad? Maybe that's what these are for.
Quarter chicken with fresh salad and breadsticks, just $4.10 until July 26th.
That make every day special. Fancy Feast appetizers. High-quality ingredients like wild Alaskan salmon in a delicate broth without byproducts or fillers. Fancy Feast appetizers. Celebrate the moment.
This is tea. Filling a cup. Not with indigestion. Not with nerves. Not with sleepless nights. This is tea. This is calm stomach, quiet nerves, deep sleep. This is tea. Steaming, hot, hearty, delicious, invigorating. The lift that leaves you with a nice, warm glow. So good for you. Make it hefty, hot, and hearty. Take tea and see.
Cold sore. I wouldn't leave my cube. But then my pharmacist recommended Herpes L. It helps heal cold sores fast. Moisturizers help prevent cracking. And it even has SPF 30. Herpes L. Every day.
The Dark Lords of another world have come to enslave humanity.
You'll fill this world with destruction, suffering, and death.
The Ronin warriors are all that stand in their way.
That is Corey. He's helping us with our inflatable decoy test for Ratchet and Clank. Oh, man.
The inflatable decoy, one of 36 weapons and gadgets not fit for this world. Rated T for teen.
It's the look on their faces every morning that tells you what you give them is so important. It's why we created new Sunrise Organic Cereal. 100% certified organic grains, touched with pure golden honey. It's a delicious way to get your family off to a healthy, happy start. New Sunrise, the first organic cereal from General Mills. Sunrise, start the day off bright.
ball. A lot of rotations. It's thrown high. Very difficult to grab with your bare hands. Thrown at that type of speed. This is what the Seahawks coaches feared most, was that Stauffer would throw a high ball that the receivers couldn't catch. It would become deflected and be easy pickings for a Saints defender that's playing the zone defense. That time the Saints were in the zone. Obviously, they don't want to give up the long yardage to give them the first down. They were thinking the same way you were.
Bill Mack, first interception of the year. First down at midfield for the Saints. They have all of their timeouts left with 34 seconds remaining, leading 7-6. Hebert, incomplete. He was going for Perriman, and defending on the play was Melvin Jenkins. Now, Morton Anderson told us yesterday at the Saints Hotel that if they get to the 35-yard line, I am 100% sure I can kick a 52-yarder.
Well, I hope he told Bobby Hebert that, because Bobby's got to get him the ball down there. They need 15 yards to get to the 35-yard line right now. The one thing that the Seahawks are defending against right now is a play with 10 or with their dime package. They have 7 defensive backs in the game, 3 down linemen, and Brian Boswitz is a lone linebacker.
Second and 10, Billy McNeil. Martin. And Martin gets to the 37-yard line, good enough for the first down. Desby Glasgow on the tackle, a gain of 13, and now the Saints have called a timeout with 24 seconds remaining. To go, Morton Anderson getting ready, and Dan, when he said just get me to the 35, how do you interpret all that?
Well, as a quarterback, it makes me feel very good, but I got to believe that he'd like you to get a little bit closer. 52-yarder is a long, long way. The Saints are in great position right now to move it down closer with 2 timeouts left and 24 seconds to go.
First down.
If Jimmy John's delivery drivers were any faster, dude, they would have numbers on the sides of their cars. Jimmy John's sandwiches. Let the truth be known. At Jimmy John's, our sandwiches are an honest 8 inches. Even when it's cold out. Jimmy John's sandwiches. Let the truth be known.
How will you play with life? The Sims 2, rated T for teen. EA Games. Challenge everything.
Is that the new TBCQ? Yeah, it's the new Taco Bell chicken quesadilla.
You got the 3CB in there?
Oh yeah, it's got the 3 cheese blend.
I assume it also came...
You've come to Broadway, where every doorway leads to another drama or comedy. Tonight's tickets put you just rows away from the star you've seen only on a screen. Tomorrow, a cast of 60 will bring to life the songs you've hummed since...
We now return to Gone with the Wind, starring Vivian Lee and Clark Gable.
Commercial alert! Commercial alert!
Yeah, come on, guys, let's catch some rays.
Hey, how about over here? No, there are no chicks over here.
Hey, check out the new Diet Coke machine.
Gee, nice look.
Hey, I could go for a soft drink now.
Me too. Yeah, that'd be great.
Hey, Arthur, what do they got?
Well, let me see. They got Diet Coke, and Diet Coke. Great selection.
Diet Coke with 100% NutraSweet. 1 calorie just for the taste of it.
Say, anybody got any money?
Oh, gee, I left my wallet in my other suit.
What always saying
Well,
that?
I did. Give me
Just take them.
Not the clubs.
Enjoy.
I can't believe she's selling your retirement stuff, Whipple.
He doesn't need it. He's out telling folks about Charmin.
George, how long you staying unretired? Till everyone knows how much better Charmin is.
It's got a thick, pillowy texture, and it's the softest, most absorbent regular bath tissue, and unbelievably strong.
Nobody knows Charmin like Whipple.
Gotta go.
He's back because it's better.
Want to trade?
In the all-terrain road rally, no one rivaled Mean Eddie Octane. No one except the Lego Maniac.
Red, white, and 2. Accelerate most righteously. Crash alert. Most timely Charmin team to the rescue. Now time for a totally recharging pit stop.
Racing to victory.
Yes!
The Lego Maniac knew Mean Eddie would be back next year.
What a drag.
The Lego System Town Collection. Each sold separately, only from Lego. Opponents. Your weapons. Your playing field. Your move. Blast Out, the game where you catapult your balls onto an amazing blast of air. Slam your opponents out of the sky before they do the same to you. Blast all your balls to the upper level first and win. You're amazing. Blast Out, you're gonna be blown away.
We have an excellent selection of both tropical and marine fish.
Fish?
Our customers aren't the only ones talking at Animal Crackers Pet Centers.
Dublin, Ohio, where you can count on 2 things, mosquitoes and garage sales.
You know that's one of a kind.
Half the town is buying.
This must be one of a kind.
And the other half is selling.
It's one of a kind.
Now, with the money we save, we go to Wendy's for the super value menu. Everything is just 99 cents. Junior bacon cheeseburgers, made Dave's way, cold drinks, hot fries. It's the best 99 cents you can spend.
One of a kind.
The super value menu at Wendy's. It's better here. And remember, you can eat great even late.
Garfield and Friends will return after these messages.
Saturday mornings, blast into the action zone with the all-new, totally awesome, super-powered Ultimate Action Team, Wildcats, next on CBS.
Celebrate the holidays. JCPenney invites you over to our place for just the kind of sale to get you in the spirit. You'll save on lacy holiday blouses and dressy Stafford shirts, festive holiday dinnerware, and wrinkle-free pants even the kids can party in. With the right gifts at the right price, the perfect place to spend this holiday is JCPenney. Cheers.
JCPenney, doing it right.
Gather around and observe the age-old problem of people working the same old way.
He's running a marathon between the printer and the copier.
Another fact she can't read.
Sharing knowledge should be easier.
What can we do?
Go. Tell them about the Xerox Document Center family and the free video.
Document centers are network digital copier printers. Just point and click. And right from your desk, you can
Print, fax, copy, even collate.
Only one trip down the hall.
It's all in the video.
Document centers are upgradable, so you can add features.
I know.
You can easily scan a document, store it, or change it on your computer, and send it
Anywhere in the world using your network.
Or through the internet.
How did you know that?
I watched the video.
Smart people. Curious clothing.
For information about Xerox Document Centers and your free video, call now 1-800-320-0824.
It starts tomorrow. Sears Before Christmas Sale at After Christmas Prices. You'll save on hundreds of items throughout the store.
Save $50 on a Kenmore refrigerator freezer. Save on a selection of Mrs. and Junior robes. Save on color TVs. And save $120 on a microwave oven.
Use your Sears credit card during Sears Before Christmas Sale at After Christmas Prices.
There's more for your life at Sears.
Eternal darkness. 主人公ではない。あなたが直接幻覚を体験する。
What is real? Is it the light? The emptiness? Your fear? The terror will consume you, and nothing will be what it seems. Eternal Darkness, only for Nintendo GameCube, rated M for mature.
Twice the Tunes Cartoon Network.
On Thanksgiving, forget about the turkey. And try a little duck. 6 hours of the looniest tune in town.
It's colossal. Stupendous.
Daffy all day. Beginning Thanksgiving Day at 2 on the home of Daffy, Cartoon Network.
Holiday time is real special to me. It always reminds me of when Lou and I first started out.
Oh, Mom.
We sure had a lot of love back then.
That's about all we had.
Well, honey, we always had good things to eat on holidays.
That's true.
'Cause I get out my Crisco and I do some special baking. I love trying out new recipes. And every year, I find all kinds of new things to bake with all-vegetable Crisco. Looky here, cranberry cherry pie. And talk about a flaky crust. Even my girls are finding great new Crisco recipes. Patsy made these chocolate bonbons, and Peggy made this wreath cake. And Loretta made these raspberry snowbars.
My good.
Honey, quit talking with your mouth full. There's a lot of great tasting holiday treats you and Crisco can make. There's two things that always makes a holiday special, and that's great tasting food and being with the ones you love. Right, girls?
Look for Loretta's Crisco recipes in your favorite woman's magazine.
Crisco will do you proud. Every time.
Kids, are you brushing your teeth? Okay, Mom. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Wow, time for Crest Sparkle Mania.
It makes boring brushing gobs of fun.
Crest
Sparkle, Sparkle Mania makes brushing fun, complete and zania. 'Cause when you brush with Sparkle Crest, you never know what'll happen next.
Wow, for a limited time, an orange bubble fun and Hawaiian punch.
It's so much fun.
It's outrageous.
Read the periodicals about games and try to get to know people who create games, because that's where the real war stories happen. That's where the real rubber hits the road.
Okay, that's it. Good luck.
Frosted Cheerios.
Part of this good breakfast that's been sweetened up so you can't put it down.
Hey, kids, we don't allow any good tasting stuff here.
Frosted Cheerios? Mind if I sit next to you?
Those little O's are frosted the whole way around for a crunchy, sweet taste you can't get enough.
You thought it was just a story.
There's no such thing as the Boogeyman.
He's waiting for you.
Boogeyman, rated PG-13. Opens everywhere Friday.
Once you get into nice speakers that actually sound good, you're adding another $500 to the price. $100 to $500. Again, with the MPEG decompression board, you're adding, another $400 or $500. So total, it's another $1,000.
So think about whether that $1,000 is really going to be something you're going to use. If you're just playing games, it's probably not worth it. Huh?
Exactly.
Okay, this is your book, Streetwise Guide to PCs, and I know one of the things you're concerned about is the thing Lisa was talking about: service and support and warranty and so on. How important is that? Sometimes we think, well, PCs don't break. I don't really care about that stuff.
Oh, it's very important. For example, you really want to be sure when you buy a system, PCs are very reliable. So you want to make sure that it comes with at least a 1-year warranty, because if a manufacturer doesn't offer it, they're probably hiding something.
And if it's going to break soon, probably, is what
in the first 30 days, usually, yeah.
Okay, so what do you look for in the warranty?
And, well, you want to ask, this is a warranty card, but what you really want to do is make sure that everything in the PC is covered by the warranty. Very often,
not just the motherboard or not just something
exactly.
else. Okay.
And you want to make sure that the dealer honors it directly. So you're not chasing down the company. You actually can bring it in.
Dealer, and they don't say mail it back to the manufacturer, whoever that manufacturer is.
Exactly.
Thank you, Wendy. For many computer shoppers, the easiest way to buy a new PC is by mail order, either directly from the manufacturer or through one of the many mail order dealers.
You can buy a computer assembled to your specifications and loaded with your choice of software just by picking up the phone. Direct buying houses like this one, PCs Complete, carry a wide variety of brand name computers at lower than retail prices. Marty Jerome, senior editor of PC Computing, says you should think of a direct vendor's advertisement as its storefront.
You should look for the fine print. Almost every direct vendor will have some fine print in their ads. And this shouldn't deter you in itself. All vendors have to have disclaimers. But things to look for that are unfair are restocking fees, which can be 15 to 20%. clauses that say no money back, no refunds, all purchases are...
Chips for the party?
Nope.
Cheese plate?
Cheese plate. No. I made something better.
You use the oven?
Boom. Pillsbury Crescents. Let the making begin.
Only one company offers these minivans. Now only Chrysler offers this, the National Minivan Savings Event, with up to $1,750 cash allowance or 1.9 financing. From America's most affordable minivan to one with unexpected luxury. No wonder more people choose from one family of minivans than any other. The National Minivan Savings Event at your Chrysler Plymouth dealer. Choose up to $1,750 cash allowance or 1.9 financing.
I want something that lasts longer than my average relationship.
I want something that's more graceful in the kitchen than I am.
Because no two people want the same thing. Corning offers Revereware, Corningware, Corel, and Visions. Designed for living. Corning.
Fridge. This one's old.
You think?
Yeah. And what's up with the cabinets? And these lights? You need to go to Home Depot.
Right now, get no payments, no interest for 12 months on purchases store-wide of $2.99 or more through Sunday, July 8th with your Home Depot consumer credit card. Plus, get 10% off appliances.
Go Home Depot. You can do it. We can help.